fly high, no lie. You know this. Pull it.
And with all that being said, I've decided to continue my athletic and academic career at the Stanford University.
Yes, sir.
Network, it means everything to me. Back when I didn't have all these offers, maybe like one or two, he was always promoting me, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get me on the radar, this guy, you need to look out for him. You know what I'm saying? It really means, the world to me. Big, he's been there, like I said, since I've been small. Always shouting me out and always just trying to put me on, just give me notice more than I really appreciate Big.
I mean, shoot, I was the new kid. Faison kind of was with the Ducks for a little minute. So my first year, of course, he had all the hype. He was probably by like 6'2" at 12. He was a mutant. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a mutant. But I mean, from then you could see just the potential he had. I mean, I'm not surprised he's the number one quarterback. If you would have seen him in youth ball, you would have thought he was the number one quarterback in that class back then. So I mean, like going against him kind of like prepared you already for like what high school was. I mean, he looked like a high school quarterback around that time. So I mean, like trash talking with him. He's more quiet though. I will say that he don't talk that much trash. But I mean, like trash talking with him, going out there and hitting drills with Faison. I mean, I kind of like just builds you ready. I mean, hopefully I play against him in college. I would love it.
As y'all know, this is the Sizzling News Podcast. What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to the Sizzling News Podcast, man. Hope everybody's had a great Labor Day weekend, man. Look, y'all know we got the Labor Day special for y'all. We're going to be recapping week 3 action, man. We're excited. We got a lot of people in the building. Haven't heard from our other people, but we're going to have on SB Prod in the back of the studio. We're going to have QB Marcus, hopefully Julian as well. I haven't heard from Bacon, so we'll see when he's able to get here as well. But, man, we got to recap all of the action. Remember, this podcast is brought to you by, obviously, our sponsor, Empowered for Life. Appreciate them, obviously, being a sponsor. If you are an athlete, you want to get empowered both on and off the field or on and off the court, make sure you guys go to Empowered for Life. Obviously, his link is right there down below in the description. Shout out to the sponsor for today's show. All right, y'all, let's get it rocking and rolling, man. Let's go ahead and bring on SB and QB Marcus. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, Naj, man? How you feeling? What's up, SB?
What's good, guys? How y'all feeling, man?
Feeling great.
Likewise.
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Well, I guess we're going to start the show, Marcus, with an apology letter. I'll go out. First one to say it. You was right. My apologies on, obviously Kel and Sequoia. So I got to give you your props, brother. I did not expect that. Like I said, this was a team I seen in the spring. I felt like they were pretty good. I still think Kel is pretty good, but I did not expect that kind of effort on the road. Wilbur Jenkins the real deal. We've known that. 221 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. I just thought this Kel team, well, what they have at the helm with Coach Bobby May, obviously Coach Ferdinand, obviously Coach Dwyer. I just thought this was a team that was going to go in there and handle their business because, like I said, they're talented across the board. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the discrepancy is there as far as, just that game, but I think this will be good for them in the future because then they can point to this game when the kids get too high or if the kid's not giving that effort in practice and be like, hey, we can no longer do that. But my apologies to Marcus. Marcus was correct. I don't have no crayons or nothing, man, but I am issuing an apology live on the show, man, for me being incorrect and Marcus calling Kel soft. There's nothing I can say on that. 37-6 is crazy. I still believe in Kel, however, but Marcus, you was right.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll make the playoffs. It's just, you can't really start off, like that. Accordingly, when you have high expectations coming into the season, still talented team, but like those are the type of games that prepare you in the playoffs. So right now, I don't think Kel is deep playoff ready. So,
any comment from USB? Probably not. I think he's lagged out. All right, Marcus, man, let's start with the action. Where was you at this week?
So I actually was at the Grayson and Thompson game, a national ranked Max Preps game. It was pretty, man. It went into overtime. It was a great game for the most part. Ashton Turner did very well for Grayson. The quarterback, coming in to to help, for Grayson. He turned over the ball a lot, but overall he got the job done. Thompson is really Fleming at top corner in class of 2027 at Thompson, man. He's a real, technique, good corner. Thompson, they are a really good team, and they got some huge guys up front, man. They got some huge guys. But truth to be told, Georgia always come out with the win. Tyler, Anthony Hill, they projected pretty well. Tyler, they man, like, it's so you cannot run. It was at a point of a time that Thompson didn't even want to run the ball no more. Like, it's just like Grayson pursues to the ball very, very well. Like, the defense is very like when your defense is so good where you just give up like a 20-yard run, then you get a turnover. So they defense is really, really good at Grayson.
And then, so obviously you was really impressed with the defense. Obviously, said Deuce Smith struggled a little bit. How was the ground game in that game?
So for Grayson, like I said, so in the second half of the game, they was running the ball. They was little RPOs. Saif actually caught the tie to overtime. Deuce Smith scrambled out, threw the ball. Saif made a good play, and it was, how can I say, it was the running game will be extensive for Grayson. I really think they can lean on that. But Deuce Smith, if he just kind of be that game manager, controlling the ball, not turn over the ball, he can spin it. He just got to stay consistent with it.
100%. Okay. All right. So good insight there. But do you feel like, so there's a question. I want you to answer this. We got it from ATL Metro on IG. Says, does Douglas County have enough to beat Grayson? You've seen Grayson up close. I think you've seen Douglas County. What's your thoughts on that question? I
don't think Douglas County has the offensive power to defeat a Grayson team. That will be a real dogfight game, because you got to talk about both offenses are demoralizing when it comes to it. And I think they both have the same pedigree coming into running the ball, because Douglas County, they having this niche where they just want to run the ball. I know they want to pass it, but, it's just something that's just not working for the coaches to throw the ball. But I think Grayson is the heavy, hard team right now. Like, they're the number one team in the state for a reason. And I just look at kind of matchups. If Douglas County played Thompson, I don't think they make that a game. So I kind of look at stuff like that in different perspectives, because Douglas County don't play, outside like Texas, Florida. They don't play those national ranked teams to be tested. But actually, Grayson, they've been playing that for the first 4 weeks. They have one this upcoming week. So I don't think Grayson can. I don't think Douglas County can withstand with Douglas County. I mean, yeah, Douglas County can't, be with Grayson.
Got you. Any comment on that, SB?
Thank you guys.
What'd he say?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're a little muffled.
Good, SB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit.
I'm a little muffled.
A little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, that Grayson team is resilient. They're really being carried on. I think that class of 2027 mark on this particular starting to grow up. Deuce is a winner. For a very long time, I think he's going to be fine. He's going to continue to learn and get on. This is getting started for that program since he was 6 years old. They were every year that he played at from 6th all the way to 8th grade, and they won championships. Of course, been there so long, they know how to win. Alongside with that coaching staff, there's going to be some Steve play. Gotta love him. Great receiver, great punt returner. Obviously, the defense, with your London Goggins, your Riley Drews, guys like that, we don't have to do much. Their path to get better. But I'm still taking Douglas County, man. If we're gonna put it down,
Wow.
we know what this offense looks like without Devin Carter. Devin Carter's a couple weeks away. Talked to his dad at the Florida State game on the sideline. They're looking at that, probably that Buford game. They're probably looking at that one for him to come back. But they don't have to rush him. I think the offense is completely different when having a deep threat like that opens up things for AG, and that helps the running game. I think Grayson is gonna. They're gonna do well this year, and I think they're gonna beat Douglas County in the state championship. I still take DC, man. Shout out to everybody in Grayson. Don't kill me though. But it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be bloodbath, but I still take DC right now.
Interesting. All right. So you have it. All right, Marcus. I'm gonna turn to you, man. Obviously, you cover all of the Metro. Just what were some of your biggest headlines, obviously, for this week, man?
Just for the biggest one is accordingly Creekside, just manhandling, and you was at that game, just manhandling DeSoto, national ranked team, of course. I think, man, Creekside has the best offense in the state of Georgia. I mean, just putting that hands down. I mean, you can say, Douglas County, you can say, all those other teams, but this, like all the classifications, who actually within putting up a lot of points is Creekside. I think they did a tremendous job, putting up for Georgia, because I don't think no other team will in Georgia. Well, if they had the luxury to, play a team from Texas, but I think they really, really put a stamp to be like, hey, man, we're coming. We're coming, despite any other team in 4A, the Creekside, they really, because, I think the panel, we didn't pick, Creekside to win. So for them, to really put up 70 points is really tremendous. So I got to tip my hat to Creekside on that. And another one, it's more of a shout out. So shout out to Lassiter, Rich Lassiter. They're 3-0 right now. They haven't been 3-0 since 2017, I think. So they got a new offensive coordinator coming from Jones County, Josh Herring. I think, yeah, Josh Herring. Josh Herring coming from Jones County. So we're talking about a new coach with a quarterback named Mitch Seaman. Mitch Seaman, he's top. Well, in my areas that I cover, he's top 5 in passing yards. But overall, they're doing a phenomenal job. Talking about a team that didn't win over 4 to 5 games last year. So they making a good impact on that. So shout out to Lassiter and Collins Price, and Mitch Seaman.
Collins cold-blooded, boy. Collins is cold.
Yeah,
Money-making Mitch Seaman. Don't forget the money-making part, man. Money Mitch is like that. And at this point, it's his senior year. I know they had a rough season last year. Shout out to Coach Tim Morris, receiver coach. They balling over there, man. We're gonna see what it looks like for region play. But I do want to touch on the Creekside. Woo! That get back up. I ain't gonna say it. Telling you. Now, Creekside, shout out to Coach. Listen, we know what it is. Caden Benson, probably the most underrated quarterback in the state. They got a running game. My dog EP catching deep passes. The defense is solid. Creekside's one of my favorite teams, man. I haven't rooted for a team this much to get the job done as them. They're in arguably the toughest classification in the state of Georgia this year, in my opinion, in terms of tons of parity. So anybody can get it. But I think it's their year, man. It's tremendous for confidence beating a team like that. Belt, is that what the young boys say? Putting Belt to, I ain't gonna finish the sentence, but putting Belt to DeSoto. So shout out to Creekside, shout out to coaching staff, man.
100%. And actually, speaking of, we got Coach Mack in the building.
Coach McCrary.
Perfect segue, my dog.
What's going
on,
man?
What's going on, Coach?
What's up, Coach?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
You're good, man. Go ahead, Coach. The floor is yours.
Hey, I'm saying something. I hopped on here just with Julian. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on him to get on here and understand. Because him and Bate gonna apologize to me. They had a nerve to even say the score. Like, I would give up 48 points. I'm going to tell everybody, and I'm not a man of making excuses, but last year when we went out to Texas, we took a couple of kids that we kicked off the team that left the hotel. We played without 12 starters. And not knocking DeSoto, they are a national program, whatever. They still ran the same damn offense. Now I be goddamn, you run the same bullshit and think you're going to goddamn score on me. That's all I have to say. Outside zone, inside zone. outside zone, inside zone, and slot fade is not an offensive scheme.
Mm. Mm.
My boy Marcus know way more football than the old boy over there. That's a damn terrible offensive coordinator over there.
Oh,
Terrible.
appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, coach, man. Let me lead into this one, man. A lot of people have, sat back and be like, man, is this Creekside team, can they actually leap and go to state this year? So what is the motto this year for y'all to, change the trajectory?
I'm gonna tell everybody, like, with this group, we have more depth. We have a team. Um, with 23 with Daquan them, it was more individual. It was more individuals. Even with my son, I'm team 24 class, we had like 5, 6, couple of guys. It was more individuals. Um, with this group, we have a team, like depth, and the guys, they believe in the program, they believe in the seed. It's all about just winning state. It's not about individual accolades. It's just about winning. It's the whole thing. And I'm telling you, like, and my boy Cole Dixon does a great job taking us to modern day. Like I said about, we 4-4 right now against national programs. Modern day, DeSoto, we lost to West Side, and we lost to Dutch Fort. But we have beat East St. Louis. We beat New Jersey Pep, modern day, and somebody I can't even think, and the Seminole team this past year. So playing them 8 games national the last couple of years have prepared us for tough run. Like I tell everybody, we done won 10+ games um, the last 5 years. We haven't lost a region game in 4 years. So the thing is, it's about us. It's Creekside versus Creekside. Like I tell everybody, man, we learned a lot, and we building a lot every day as we go.
Well, you said 23. My favorite team is class of 2022. That 2022 team, which
Jay
I
Brown,
played against, which
yeah.
a lot of people don't know, man. When you see a Creekside defense, it may seem, like, oh no, it's actually very, very tough to go against. Like when you just get on the field and you just see all this, man-to-man, front up pressure, it's getting stunned. You be like, what the hell? It is very scary to go against, man. So shout out to you, coach, man, for everything that you do, coming into it. But one thing I think a lot of people don't realize, man, you got a lot of depth this year on the defensive line. So talk about, the defensive line standpoint in the trenches.
So this year we have 9 deep, 7 juniors, 1 senior, and a sophomore. This is the most depth we ever had in the box this year. And so we're able to rotate key guys fresh, play multiple things, 30, 40, 50 fronts. We're going to throw everything at you. Like I told Nigel when we had the interview, we had the DeSoto period, like for 15 minutes starting August the 2nd. We started praying for DeSoto in August. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, not being arrogant. I really wasn't worried about Rome, even though they jumped out on us. I wasn't worried about Rome. My mind was on Seminole, DeSoto. Like we have a period for everybody. We think on, like we're getting ready for the playoffs. Like our region is terrible. I'm not gonna go on and say that it's terrible. So we're gonna have a period for Norfolk County, a Carterville period, Benedict period, Blessed Trinity period, like a 10, 15 minute period, just to prepare ourselves for the future and everything. Because I think we have a group to win it, not just get there and just say, oh, we went there. This is the group to win the state championship. Because we playing almost 20+ juniors. We only have like 10 seniors this year.
Hold on, Mark.
Coach
Hold on,
Mac,
Coach.
you got something done?
Man, he wanted to see.
I'm waiting on
Hold
the
on.
positive for him.
Before June gets cooked, let me get my flowers to Coach Mac, all right?
Go ahead.
Your coaching staff is probably one of the most close-knit. I feel like it's a whole group of dads out there, real guys that are really out there showing love to kids and things like that. Obviously, the landscape of the athletes that you coach when you first start coaching has changed. Even some of those South Fulton kids that come in there, they might not be as tough or whatever. You guys clearly impose your will and your attitude on some of these players, man. So use this opportunity as being a walking billboard and tell us why any kid who's in that area or maybe not in that area that wants to go ahead and see what the swamp is all about, why they should come to Creekside, why they should be on your offense, defense, why they should go try to win championship for you guys, man. Talk to me, Mac. What's the reason?
Okay. The player at Creekside, you have to be mentally tough. Like some people might say soft, South Fulton kid, whatever. We practice very, very hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Off-season workouts start in January. It's mandatory every skill run track. So you'll have morning workouts, shower, go to class, then you go to track practice. Like it's mandatory. Then some might play basketball, some might be doing other sports, but you're going to be doing something. And then we get on the board in between that time. Like for me as a defense coordinator, I take 2 days out of the week to get on the board with the guys on everything, like scheme wise, if you new, or just refresh your guys, just keep them out of trouble. I don't want them doing nothing because, like I say, out of mind is a devil workshop. So we try to always keep them with us and keep them busy as much as possible. I coach. I
Go
coach.
ahead and
I, I coach.
do it. Go ahead. Go get it.
I coach Julian. Julian know how I coach. That's why I'm surprised he picked against me. So that's why I went on this apology for my child because I love him. You know what I'm saying? I love Julian. I want everybody on this thing to know I love Julian. So let's get it out the way. Julian's like my child. I coached him. I loved him. I coached him hard. I used to have to jack Julian up too. But I love him to death. But he's gonna apologize for making that bad mistake by saying that. But everybody did. It just wasn't only him though. But I want him to apologize though.
Not me.
Well, I apologize. One, I got two apologies. I apologize to the DeSoto Eagles coaching staff.
Oh Lord.
I should have been a man and stopped y'all at the airport when y'all was about to come over here and come get y'all lab work. And then y'all thought the coaching staff was sweet. Nah, they ain't going for none either. Cause they wanted all the smoke too. So I apologize to the DeSoto Eagle coaching staff. I should have stopped you at the airport. Because I was over there. And then, two, I apologize to Creekside. I apologize for picking against y'all. I should have never did it.
Hey, that boy Marcus was talking about, Coach, I ain't saying nothing, Coach. It wasn't me, Coach. I had to go back and watch the recording, man.
I did.
Hey man, but dead serious, man. I love what you guys do on the platform you guys have. Anytime anyone comes to the swamp, you're welcome. Najee came for the first time. He saw how crazy it is in the swamp on a game day. It's very wild in the swamp. He need to come to a night game though. A night game when we're playing somebody real good. We played Jefferson 2 years ago. It was standing room only, and people was on the track. It's crazy. Julian was there. Like it's crazy. Like. The game day at Creekside at 8 o'clock is and the birds come out. They hang out on the lights. So you'll see the swamp birds hang out.
I did see them birds though. Coach ain't lying. I was like, Coach lying about this swamp. You weren't lying about them birds. I seen them little crows coming across. Hey, you weren't lying, Coach.
Hey man, you can come on when it start getting cold. When you start getting cold, come to practice. The deers be hanging out, the birds be hanging out, and you see everything. They just be out there chilling, watching us practice like we bothering them. I'm telling you. It's crazy down there. It's a different hole. It's a hole, man. It's different down there.
100%. Coach, I want to ask you. Hold on. I think we got one more that just entered the studio that got an issue apology, and then I'm gonna go with my question.
It better be bait, boy. It better be my boy. I know he on here. Oh yes, sir.
Right now, man. What's going on, Coach?
What up, man? How you doing, man?
Good, man.
What's going on, man?
I'm chilling. I'm good to see you on the show, my man.
You got something to say too? Get it out the way.
You got everybody else out the way?
Yep. Yeah, I got everybody out the way. I'm waiting on you.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. From one fellow Southside brother to another, hey man, I apologize for you know what I'm saying, for downgrading the creek, man. Downgrading the boys out the swamp, man. Much respect to y'all, man. I was proud, you know what I mean, to be in the mix and in the number to see that ass whooping. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. But go ahead, Nigel. What you about to ask me, man?
Yeah, man. So Coach, like I said, you've been doing this for years, man. I've always admired how your defense is, physicality on all three levels of that defense. Just for you, like, I don't want to ask where you get your schemes from, but like, is there anybody that you use to help you just get this defense to where it is? I mean, like, you watch any coaches, how they run their defense on the college level. Like, how do you get this team to where it is consistently year after year?
So it started when I left Thera High School in the city of Atlanta. I coached at Thera for a minute. Then my next stop was Carver Learner. I learned a lot from Darren Miles, who was at Carver Learner. Coach Miles taught me instead of like either you coaching or letting it happen. So I learned that. I learned that from him, like scheme wise, stuff wise. Like Julian, that was a good group. We should have won state with Julian though. Like we was loaded. I was so mad when we lost to Lanier that year because I felt like we were too talented to even lose that game. But I was a co-DC, so it really wasn't me scheming by myself. You know what I'm saying? So as that, I said, bro, I got to get better and better. So I stepped away. So I went to camps, clinics. I learned a lot. I went to Georgia a lot. I went to Alabama a lot. Because you even watch our defense, we similar old Alabama stuff, but we temper it down to things I know my guys can do. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So 2 years ago, even with Malik tells them we was more big guys can move. So I was slanting them more, stunting them more. Then we got big. 24 class was big, big. Big Makai, who down at Florida, 6'5", 395. Super, who is at West Carolina, 6'3", 280. Shaman, who at Troy, 6'4", 290. You know what I'm saying? We were just huge. So I made them like offensive linemen, but D linemen. Plug holes and let the skill players make plays. You see what I'm saying? So now this year, we're short. Now if you look at our D line, we 5'9"-ish, 5'10"-ish, but them boys can run and move. So now with your fat old lineman, are you gonna move your feet or sit there and try to grab while we standing, slanting, and moving? So it's just clinics. I'm saying clinics and things like that. I'm saying Coach Miles still a lot of me though. Learned a lot from Coach Miles. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from Coach Miles on how to put your scheme around your players and not try to make your players fit your scheme. So at Creekside, we changed a lot year to year because a group might come in that's different than the past group, so we can't run that. So you got to run different things to prepare yourself for your group.
Gotcha. Go ahead, Bacon. I know you want to ask Coach some stuff.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, first I want to ask you, you know what I'm saying? I know you've been keeping up with Javion, number 26. He's like class of 2022, maybe.
They had Tuskegee balling.
He's still at Tuskegee?
Yes, balling. That whole group playing now. Him, K-Quan starting at Tuskegee, Pettis at Sacramento State starting. Daquan just transferred to Georgia Tech playing.
Yeah.
The only one I'm mad about he ain't in school no more is Kahari Morrow. He's one of my best linebackers ever coached. Athletic guy, 6'2", can run sideline to sideline. But, you know, it is what it is. I still keep with all my kids. Like, I talk to them about life outside of football and things like that.
Hey, Bacon, he was the highest rated highest rated defensive player per PFF in their game against Colorado. Daquan White was. I wanted to just point that out.
But Daquan's like my nephew, though. Like, he's almost like Julian. They're real close tied to my heart. So, you know, it's different. And so that's really what it is, man. I keep on all my kids. Like Rashad Battle, he's at Pitt playing. One of my best kids I had my first year at Creekside. So I don't have some guys, man. I had some real. I tell everybody, I think I pay my tithes good, and I'm living right because from Carver to now, I have coached some guys. I think a lot of coaches don't even get as many chances to coach a group of guys the way that I can say I coached. You know what I'm saying? And because I can tell you, I love Julian. Y'all know Julian's an asshole, but I love Julian. That team we had with Julian, James Gray, Aaron Williams, and them guys, Bryce Wilson. That's one of the most top. That's one of my top defenses I've coaches though. They one of my top 3 that I coached.
Well, Coach, if the guys in order to ask you, I got to ask you a tough question. Are you one day gonna look up to the college ranks and potentially go on from there?
I could have before my twins were born. I was offered a job at West Carolina, and I was offered a job at what's up D2 school? I can't remember right now. And I turned it down. My twins were just getting born, so I turned it down, and I never thought about it again. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love the high school. I love the game of high school. I love the Friday Night Lights. I love the pack, being close, and I love everything. I tell everybody, I don't want to coach college, and I'll never be a head coach. Even though I'm an assistant head coach at Creekside, I'm gonna tell y'all, guys, I hate talking to parents. I hate talking to parents. Because I'm a realist. I don't think parents like what I say.
Hey man, if everybody like you're doing something wrong, but Coach, you know what I'm saying? Your camera is not showing, but I'm saying whatever. we'll figure that out as we go. But want to peel back the layers on your human side, coaches. You know what I'm saying? Where'd you get the love for the game from? I'm saying, what position did you play coming up? Just tell us about your background.
So I grew up in Atlanta, Campbellton Road. I went there. I went Figure Elementary, Bunch Middle School. Played 1 year there. Played 2 years at North Clayton. Tried to play at Kentucky State. Coach was a knucklehead. You know what I mean? Got in a little trouble. Came home, got myself together. Once my daddy passed away, I got a little more focused with my life, academics, and things like that. So then I just still had a love for the game. And then Coach Rambo came and got me because I was coaching at Ben Hill. I coached Shaq Wiggins and a couple of guys out of Ben Hill Rick. And Coach Rambo came and got me and said, man, you need to coach high school. And that's where it started from right there.
I'm saying, so it's that I'm hearing it's a relationship with the kids, you know what I'm saying? This love for the game that keeps you coming back year after year.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, Carver helped me. I became a great coach at Carver, Atlanta, and Our Lady Mercy. I coached Our Lady Mercy for 2 years. We owned a team that had only coaching staff. They had a winning season and playoff record at Our Lady Mercy. And coaching the kids in Carver taught me how to deal with like kids who didn't have a foundation home, things like that, still trying to play football, even though going through life lessons. You just got to be there for those kids. You know what I'm saying? And it just taught me more and more. I mean, I became a good coach, a great coach. Carver taught me a lot. That nigga right in that orange shirt taught me a lot. Like dealing with a kid like him taught me a lot. And I became a good coach by dealing with certain things, man.
100%, coach. Out of all the schools you coached at, you know what I'm saying? Is Creekside, I'm saying, that's your favorite school, or is it Carver? Is it Third, or is it Our Lady of Mercy? I mean, that's the right school, but and if so, which?
Julian class, 2015 Carver, 23, 24 Creekside, and this year team, they all in there together. Like my best group to coach, the love, the camaraderie, the brotherhood, and it just kids you can just get on. They respond well. You know what I mean? They don't cry. They don't complain. They just put their head down to work. Cause I'm a hard person to deal with. I ain't gonna lie. Even my coaching staff, Coach Amy, Coach Peters, Coach Revis, Jackson, and Reem. I put a lot on my coaches and players. Like the day we got a bye week. You know what I'm saying? And the first time I text that, like, this is what's gonna go on next week. We need to start breaking down this film. We need to get film on this person, blah, blah, blah. And they own it. Like, they know how I am. Like, I'm just on it. Like, I'm gonna let you breathe. But hey, man, about winning. If you sleeping tired, you ain't trying to win to make money. My whole thing, you up and making money, getting moving, you making money and trying to win. That's my whole thing, though.
100%, coach. And I also got to ask you, man, if you weren't doing this, if you weren't, you know what I'm saying, teaching the kids, coaching the kids up, what would you be doing?
Oh, but I can't say it on camera.
We'll move past it, coach.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Hey,
Yeah.
if you see me coach on the sideline, you see my passion, how I am, my demeanor.
Yeah.
You think what I was doing before this saved my life, man. How about that? I can say it like that.
Absolutely. Say it like great.
I'll put it that way for you.
I ask you this, coach. You've been in the game a long time, you know what I'm saying? You've seen how recruiting has changed. What would you say has been the biggest change in this from college coaches, or even college coaches recruiting kids out of high school?
I tell everybody now, you can get on, go count. If you commit, you got to commit off of commit now. Julian, I see what Julian does. He does a great job. I used to take kids on trip, do a great. I think like my son, he's at Albany State now, and Julian can vouch for that. He's at Albany State now. Went to Grambling first. He was 2,000 yards at Creekside. He was 3-time All-State. And I think we were trying to wait on that big offer, and they kind of messed him up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And now I tell a kid, if you got to commit, hold that spot, and just work on something else. Like we could have committed to Middle Tennessee State and held that offer, but we knew we were going to have a good senior, but we didn't think the portal and that was going to mess us up where we had to get stuck with Grambling. Ain't nothing wrong with Grambling State. Don't get it twisted what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying? Like if you can commit and hold your spot because things can change. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But we're talking about my son, a 4-year starter, three-time All-State player, 3,800 yards in 2 years and 40 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot. You just got to just know the game is changing recruiting.
Last two from me, coach. What's the biggest thing to turn a young man to a man?
From a fatherhood standpoint, just being real with that person. I tell everybody, let a boy be a boy. when he's young. You gotta be real with your kids. You gotta be real with your players. As a coach, a man, real man. You gotta be real with your players about life. You know what I'm saying? What's outside of football? What's going on in their life, and what can they change? Because football can change a lot of people's life. And Lando know we had a kid named Delando Crooks. He played football just to go to school free to be a doctor. He didn't want to play football, but he was 6'5". How much Lando weighed? About 290 in high school, Julian. So
Shit, he was like 280, 285.
yeah, so he really wanted he really played football just to make a better life for himself. And he's in Texas, living his best life. And that's what he wanted to do. He didn't want to play football. You see what I'm saying? So my thing, football is not everybody. But you can use football as a tool to make greatness of your life as well.
That's profound, brother. I appreciate that. Using that as a tool to get to where you want to be. But last thing for me, Coach, I'm looking at the schedule right now. Forest Park, Mays, MLK, Pace.
Hey, boy, it might be some good sleeping right now. No more long nights. I can tell you that much.
It's gonna be a long night.
My thing is, so listen, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put up 70 points, versus DeSoto, can we potentially see more than 70 points versus these teams that y'all going to play against in your region?
And they're gonna do a running clock 5 minutes into the game.
Okay, let me say this though, Marcus. That's a good point though, Mark. But the 24 class was scoring like 50 to 60 points in the first quarter. The game gonna be over quick. Like we had some games start at 7:30. They was over at 9 o'clock.
That's what we like.
They was over at 9 o'clock. We played Villa Rica. I think my son had 4 touchdowns in the first quarter for like 285, and the game was over in the first quarter. So this team is said probably going Far Park gonna get it, Mays gonna get it, Drew gonna get it, Midtown gonna get it. I can't even remember else in our region. Maynard Jackson. It's just it is
Drew,
what it is.
MLK, and Pace.
And Pace and MLK gonna get it. So
damn.
MLK might not get it that bad. It's on a Thursday night. For one thing about our boys at Creekside, they hate Thursday night game. So MLK might get a 50-point game, 40-point game, 40-0.
How do you keep this team from not peaking too quick? You know, you got a lot of easy games. You know, so you got
it bye week, man. We about to run their ass in the dirt this week,
That's
man.
what I like to hear.
Boy, they about to get it. It bye week. We're gonna watch the film, live. They probably break the record this year. The record is 24, class 24. They ran 150 40s. So we probably break the record of the 40s.
Yeah.
And the 110. I think the record of 110 is 80. So we'll break the record this week. Keep them humble. Got to keep them humble. Like I texted them this morning and told them, I said, remember, everybody ain't y'all fan. Don't fall for the fool goal. Don't get caught up in the hype. I said DeSoto was sorry. Y'all ain't playing nobody. I said the main goal to win the state championship. We ain't won that. Like we got 5 region championships. They're gonna be 4 straight without a ring. We trying to get the ring. The ring matters now. It ain't nothing else don't matter besides the ring. Like we left the region championship trophy. AD had to go get it. We left it. We won it and left it because that doesn't matter no more. That's not the goal anymore. It's not the goal.
Yeah,
it's not the goal. Not the goal.
Go ahead, Marcus or Julian, if y'all got any questions for Coach, we let him ride it.
Yeah. Marcus, you good? I messaged you, Marcus. You didn't make a prediction, man.
What I told you. Listen. Like a lot of people think I'd be wrong about half the things. I never in 3 years, I have never predict Creekside to lose. You know, because it's just a respect thing. It's a respect thing. Not saying I'm being biased. It's just like I played against them. I didn't expect to get in the game, but I got in the game. I played against them and I went against Coach. And it's just like this team, it's moral values you can learn from Creekside. It's just something that is just you just gotta respect certain teams, you know, and I respect
man. Next year game too,
man. So I have never predicted them losing.
Hold on. Next year game 2.
Next year game 2. I'm letting y'all know it might either be Duncanville or Martin Day might be coming to the swamp. So I'm getting y'all the heads up first. Y'all guys come on and get your seat ready, and we get it popping, man.
Hey,
man, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. Y'all pick
AD though, man. We don't want no problems coming up in there now.
No, we got you, baby. There's no problem. Hey, and then y'all know.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Dixon already got like 12 calls from like the top 10 programs in the country. So they say they won't come here first. So we're gonna see what's happening. All
I
right.
love the top that national schedule, man. I love it.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Y'all guys have a very good podcast, man. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, Coach.
All
I
right,
see you,
man.
Coach Ray.
Thank you, Coach
All
McCray.
right, man. All right, man.
Here first, ladies and gentlemen. It's why you tap into the Just Sizzling News podcast for scoops and breaking news just like this. Take it away, Naj.
Yes, sir. I think we got SB back. Coach Steen, we see you in the background, man. What's popping, man? Hey, Coach Steen, we got to talk that Newton game, man. 27-21. When you get in here, I see that you uploaded the film, man. So when you come back and we see you on the screen, man, we're going to bring you back in, Coach. SB, I'm going to start with you, man. What's your biggest takeaway from week 3?
My biggest takeaway?
Yeah, from week 3.
Outside of the apology that you just gave us at the top of the show?
Oh, no.
I missed it.
Yes, bro. What happened when you late, Bacon?
Hey, you know what? There's a lot of takeaways. There's a lot of takeaways, right? Obviously, Creekside's the biggest story. That's the one that caught me off guard. I was working the Florida State game. When I seen the score, I had to do a double take. I'm like, damn, that was really belt. So shout out to them. Like I said, hardest classification in the state of Georgia. I'm rooting for them boys to win it. But there's something that Julian said, even though Julian is as dark as the night right now. I don't know what kind of lighting he got going on. There's something Julian said that really threw me off. You dark too, Marcus. Get that light fixed. There's something. There's something that really caught me, man. That Julian said. Obviously, Julian's got tons of hot takes, and I don't. He tried to give Cedar Grove a warning, man. He really tried to say, Brandon Davis, my guy. Shout out to his son, Brandon, man, quarterback. Collins here really put a belt. I was hoping Julian would be wrong. Maybe Cedar Grove would put up a fight, man. That was bad to see, man. I've seen all the highlights. We're gonna have to do a segment out of this, man. Maybe Julian putting an EPB out. Don't show up to games, man. Just forfeit the week, and save yourself the pride, man. Because Julian tried to save him, man. Cedar Grove, such a storied program. It's sad to see where they're at right now. I hope they can get it together. I know they're really young over there, man. But it was just bad, man. I was just more sad, and I was sad that Julian was right. That's all I got.
we might have to make it a segment though. SB, ain't gonna lie. Julian's EPB, like where the hell is this team at? I kind of like that.
Thanks.
Let's do it.
Sure. All right, Drew. What? I mean, Marcus, you talked about the Grayson Thompson game. Drew, you was there, obviously. Seeing the game. What was your biggest takeaway from that as well?
Shit, Grayson don't need Travis Burgess to go back to state and win.
Facts.
They don't. You threw 4 picks.
That's what I'm asking. Any concern about that though? 4 interceptions, a lot.
That's against Thompson. That's the number 1 team in Alabama. Their whole secondary is going FBS. You're not about to see another secondary like that until you go to the playoffs. They run the road. The tempo of Grayson's offense is unbelievable.
Oh, it's amazing.
Like I'm recording the plays, and we can't. I'm not about to just walk through. If you would have seen the Thompson coaches, you would have understood. But I'm not just walking through their sideline trying to record the game. So I'm trying to walk around the players to get to the other side. As I'm trying to walk around the other players, they lining up for the next play. It probably took them like on average about 8 to 9 seconds from the end of a play to snap the ball for the next play. And I'm missing plays, and I'm like, damn, they back to the line of scrimmage already. So, I mean, they doing this with a backup quarterback, and I'm like, how are you even getting the plays in? You know what I'm saying? Like, how's everybody even on the same page when you moving that quick? But their defense is phenomenal. They got guys at every single position. They deep at every single position. It don't matter who get hurt. They always got somebody else that's on offense and defense. They probably got the best defense in the state. They probably the best coach defense in the state too. They got guys, bro. Like that's what happens when you combine really good coaching with really, really good players. Mm. That's what it is. I think they the best team in Georgia.
There you have it, man. All right, we'll leave it there. We got Coach Steen in the building, man. He got some film for us as well. So, Coach Steen, what's popping, man?
Hey, what's going on? I don't got no film, man. It's just I a little video, man. We just play, from the recap from last week. That's all. I'm gonna try to add some media, man, for y'all a little bit to help out a little bit.
Nah,
But I don't even know if it can play though. It just shows that it'll do the volume.
nah.
Maybe you have the access to play it.
Yes, sir.
I want to welcome you to your third championship game. Third championship game. Every game deserves the energy like it's a championship.
Yourself to make that thing happen. Your coaches can't play it for you. You got to go do your thing for yourself. Tough. So we're here. We're here.
We are! We are!
No team challenges like they did.
I'm telling you, we need that.
You gotta be on the news again.
I got you. I'm trying to.
And how about Kelly? Oh my goodness.
That's fire.
Yeah, man. Just a recap of the week, man, for the episode drop.
Nah, I appreciate that, Coach.
That was cool.
Who's the man
So what's
behind the
going
camera?
on, man? Shoot, I have 4 cameras running, man. We got 4 cameras filming.
Wow.
And then we got an editor. So Jaden is our editor, man. Jaden Dance, that was in Georgia. He's in Ohio now.
All right, production crew. I like that. That's tough. High level. That's why you go to DC, ladies and gentlemen.
Trying to document it, man. Trying to document the impact we've had on the school.
Nah, so before we get into something else, so you talked at the title of the video says transforming a program. You know what I'm saying? You've been there since the start of the rebrand or the reshape. Just what's the biggest difference?
It was culture, man. Yeah, you have to change the culture. I think what happened when I don't say when I got there, but just the implement of some of the people who got there is just about not thinking that you can do something, but believing you can do it. And then the only way you can change things, man, is by removing old things and adding new ones. So some old bodies have to leave, and then the new bodies have to be in there. You can't start something, man, with the old attitude. So I think there was a big change when all the new guys came in, and Coach White wanted wanted some revisions, and I think that was the start of it right there.
100%. Now, did you get ready to segue? Not segue.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask Coach. Obviously, appreciate you showing that. I mean, just a great inside look at the Douglas County program. So, Coach, walk us through this matchup against Newton. Kind of what happened. 27-21. I heard they played tough. Came down towards the end. Just how impressed were you guys being challenged and being able to get through obviously that tough battle against Newton? Because we know you guys schedule very tough. You know what I'm saying, inside the state. But just talk about that matchup a little bit.
I mean, Newton is always tough, man. Even last year, they got a kid at D tackle that was at South Carolina. They had the back that was going to Kentucky. They had young Tootie, man, who was one of the top players in the state, even though as a freshman. Newton is always going to be tough. They run the ball. So anytime you run the ball, it eliminates opportunities for mistakes, really. And this game, we actually lost the turnover battle. We turned the ball over twice and didn't get any takeaways. So to turn the ball over twice and still win the game is something that we're happy to come away with. But Newton is tough, man. They play a similar, like a Palms type of coverage where they're dropping 8 and they'll send a delayed blitzer, after you go through all your reads. So for any team that's just a passing team, that's their goal, to take away the pass. They're going to make you run the ball, and then they'll come down and support the run. Something similar to what it's not the same coverage, but they give you a similar pre-snap read as what a Grayson would do with the 3 safeties and stuff like that. So they encourage you to run the ball, but when you got guys that can come down and fill in the run lanes and in the gaps, it's their job to take that away. But yeah, passing the ball against Grayson, against Newton, we had trouble doing it last year. It's just the coverage that they play. They're not going to let you just throw the ball all over the field on them. And last year they had some dudes, and this year they got a couple guys too. So it was a tough out game, man. And our defense right now is doing what they need to do. They're getting better each week. I'm excited to see what happens next week. Not to get ahead of what we're talking about now, but just so far, just doing what you're supposed to do. They haven't allowed 100 yards passing in 3 weeks. So just on that trend, trying to stop the run. We gave up 150 yards rushing the ball to probably 3 running backs this week, which was the most we've done this season so far. But these are 3 great running backs, and they run the hell out of the ball. So it was a hard-ass game, man. And anybody who know football, Newton ain't no pushover.
No.
You know what I mean? Newton ain't no pushover. So we're happy to come away with the win and come out healthy. Us having injuries that we have going into the game, we're just happy to come out healthy, man, for sure.
And last before I throw it to the panel, so Coach, just 3 weeks in, just you can talk offensively and defensively, Coach. But what's been some of your biggest takeaways, or just areas of improvement you want to see this team to continue to fine tune in order to kind of help them out?
I think chemistry, man. We're trying to find who we are without Devin Carter right now. Through the offseason and going into the season, we look to him as the leader of this, not just the offense, but of the team. He kind of took a stronghold over the team with his passion and his work ethic and what our plans were for him this year during the season. And when he went down, it kind of obviously caught us by surprise, not even 7 days before the first game of the season. So now you have to change all of your game planning that you had and try to figure out who's up next, right? We got some young guys, but you can't replace a Devin Carter or Aaron Gregory. You know what I mean? You don't have those just sitting on the shelf. So the young guys are coming in and they're doing a great job, but obviously it's not going to be the same. So we're just figuring that out right now. And then the defense, I think that each week they're getting better. I mean, I saw something that Marcus posted the other day as far as like players of the month or something like that, or standout guys of the month, and Richard Dice was on there. I think he's been one of the biggest surprises that we've seen. We've known that he was a talent, and he came in as a leader, a hard worker, and he's kind of showed that week to week. He probably had, I told him the other day, yesterday in our coaches meeting, he probably had about 40 car wrecks in the Newton game. And you go back and watch the film on that game, him and that fullback got to know each other real well. And I'm talking about that fullback airbag had to be gone, by the end of the game. He was smacking him, man. I'm talking about smacking him. So Richard's doing great. His co-partner, Steve Jones is doing great. Samaje in the middle is doing great. Jordan is coming through. Obviously, he's the best pass rusher on our D line, but the steady guy through everything on the D line is Solo, Solomon Fabian. Man, you can't run his way, and then when they move him inside, he's kind of a mismatch for guards. He's more athletic than you think, and he's strong too. So the D line is great, linebackers are great, and the secondary, we're moving guys around right now. It's a lot of diversity back there. We got a bunch of guys who can play safety and corner. Just trying to find the right matchup back there, so we haven't been able to take it away as much as we wanted to on the back end, but we're still not giving up a lot of passing yards, even with that. So I know we happy with everything that we got right now, what's going on. And the best thing about it is we're not doing as good as we want to do, and we're winning, right? So we're just trying to get to full stride going into playoffs, basically.
100%. Now you got to peak at the right time. You already know that, Coach. But we got a couple questions in the chat. You know what I mean? One right here, I couldn't ignore this, but I don't think anything's wrong with the flash that comment for me, Naj, on YouTube. Is Trajan Batty said, "What's the status on the QB?" As far as I know, you know what I'm saying,
he plays.
Right? He's still, So he strained his hamstring week 1, so he's kind of been gutting it out week to week playing. He's obviously not 100%, so you can't really open up the full bag of tricks with him. You know what I mean? So that kind of puts a strain on a lot of things that we do. People don't know how much the hamstring plays into everything, right? How you throw the ball, your throwing motions, your stability as far as staying in the pocket, and then he's a dual threat kid. So even him being able to take off or even design runs, a lot of that stuff has kind of been shrunk down right now, just to manage him. Because again, our concern is the playoffs. It's not really, the regular season. Getting into region play to get into the playoffs, that's kind of our focus. So yeah, the quarterback will be he's okay right now. He's trending towards getting closer to 100% every week.
100%. The same person followed up and said, as long as he's a full strength against Carrollton, I will be happy, man.
Yeah, he definitely. We're gonna get him now. We're gonna get him now for sure.
100%. You know what I'm saying? We that person is a current congruent viewer, man. But we're gonna screen the comments for you. We don't want nobody tapping in trying to get no intel via the pod. But a couple questions from the Instagram stream.
Oh yeah, we good. We good. We can answer them all.
It's an open book over here. It's what's
yeah.
We're tuning to Just as a News podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. I'll pass it. How has Dice matured since getting to DC this offseason? This is per Atlanta Metro Sports.
Man, I really didn't know him at Westlake, so I don't really know what he came from, but I know that there's a few things he's learned from being here. I think being around other players that have the work ethic of D1 guys, it kind of elevates your mental and your physical. So him being around other guys like Jordan, Adrian Cole, Kennedy Green, Jamar, Solo, just guys that don't bull crap around, get to work, kind of blue collar mentality, clock in, clock out. And then anytime there's time for some extra work, as far as hopping in on a call or board work, he's there. He don't miss nothing. You know what I mean? And then they have a leadership group that he's part of, and he's the first one that tells guys who don't have rides to hop in his car so that no one misses it, as far as them fellowshipping and talking about what's going on in their lives outside of football. But then obviously football comes up, but just to stay on the same page with his teammates. Dice, man, to be a first-year kid at DC, he's definitely one of the leaders on the defense for sure.
100%. Last thing from me, Coach, and I'll throw it back to whoever wants to jump in. I got to keep bringing up Keith Kelly, man, just every year. I mean, every week. You know what I'm saying? The team to raise the bar higher and higher, man. How does he do it?
Kiki, man, as long as us in the building, we know, and people in Georgia have seen Kiki from when he was in South Carolina, beating the top youth teams in Georgia. As long as Kiki is healthy, he's gonna be one of the best kids on the field, man. He's just special. He's probably a 5'9" kid that runs like a power back, but he's as quick as a scat back. You can put him in the slot. You can put him outside. He scored his first touchdown from the outside position at receiver. He scored his second touchdown from punt returner. You know what I mean? He scored for us last year on kickoff return. He's going to bust the 60, 70-yard run at running back. There's really nothing he can't do. And as long as he's healthy, I think his biggest goal this year is outside of working out with the school, he would go to the gym by himself personally and work out just to add more muscle mass to his frame and stuff like that. So Kiki is special, man, especially when you pair him with those other two guys. See, people get confused about watching those outside guys when really they need to be watching Kiki. So it's really kind of pick your poison on what you want to take, So I think they're all going to benefit from each other when Devin gets back. But right now, Kiki's in the forefront. I think he leads our team in touchdowns. So that may be trending through the rest of the year, just for the simple fact of how dynamic he is.
100%. Langston Hughes this Friday at Langston. Is there a little nervousness in the building?
No. My first year, before I joined the school, I got there the year they lost to Langston 58-3, and then from my experience, I started implementing the things to be a great program, which was the next year, which when we won, I think by 3 points, and then last year we won by a touchdown. Langston is traditionally a very, very good school, but I mean it's all about work, man. If you put the work in, the results will show. So. Although I love the rivalry of Langston, they're just next on the schedule to me.
Cold-blooded. You got something,
June Mark, y'all have any questions? Coach?
Yeah, with Newton, they rushed for like 150 yards. So that basically means y'all shut them down on offense then, right?
I mean, and I don't want to say we didn't shut them down for sure. I mean, even when you go to the touchdowns, like they had I think it was like a 40 or 50-yard touchdown run. If I'm not mistaken, they ran the ball probably over 40 times. I think they passed it maybe 13 or something like that. But let me see, how many times did they run the ball? They ran the ball. Newton ran the ball many times. But I think they ran the ball like 40 times, man, if I'm not mistaken. Over 40 times. But now I wouldn't say shut down, but I do understand what you're saying. With a team like Newton, which all they do is run the ball, you know what I mean? That's I'll say we had a good day. I'd say I call it a good day. They ran the ball 50 times.
Yeah.
They ran the ball 50 times on them. Yeah.
You said they had a 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah. Tootie had a 50-yarder.
A third of their yards came off one run, and all they do is run the ball. It sounds like y'all played a real good game. They're averaging like 3 yards a carry.
Yeah, it was a tough game. It was a good game. It was a good game. Yeah, I'll say it was a good game. But
y'all did way
we hate that we did that.
I thought Kevin Hartsfield was going to have around 150 himself.
He probably had. He had 2 big runs actually. He had it wasn't 2 big ones. He had a 50 and he probably had like a 20. I think he had a 50. He probably had 100. He had the bulk of the yards. He had the bulk of the yards for sure.
How did they score? They just had good field position.
Other than the big run, they got one long run, and then the other one was they had a couple like 2-yard goal line runs. They had a couple goal yard runs from driving the ball. It was. Hey, they just keep hitting the wall, man. Like you run the ball 50 times, you know what I mean? It's eventually one go crack, you know what I mean? So they got closer and closer and closer. I think 2 of the runs were probably like 1-yard touchdown runs, and then they had the Tootie run for like 40 or 50. It was. I mean, and when I look back at it, breaking down the film, they didn't score off of. They had more than 156. It said over 156. So let me see. I don't even know if that's right. Now they had over 200. They had over 200 yards rushing. If I'm not mistaken.
That sounds.
Yeah, they had over 200 yards rushing. Yeah, so everybody had under 100. So Tootie had 128. From what I'm looking at on their max preps, Tootie had 128. Number 8 had 75. I don't know if this is right. But the kid, number 28, had 80 yards rushing.
Gotcha. That sounds about right. Because I'm like, shoot, they had 150 yards and only scored 3 touchdowns. I'm like that. How does that even work? Because I know they're not throwing the ball. Especially without a
No. Yeah.
So with on the offense, I mean, with Devin Carter gone, it really don't look like y'all missing anything, man. It looked like Kiki and AG. Yeah, it looked like Kiki can basically y'all can lean on Kiki. Yeah. But what about Jamar? We're gonna see him on offense because he was doing his thing at Jonesboro.
I think he'll be sprinkling in on offense for sure throughout the year, just because he wants to do it. I think we have we still have guys like Dre Redding, and then we have a young guy, Jerry Mathis. So with us, man, not to make any excuses, obviously, but we had probably about 12 of our kids, man, came down with a virus this week. So all week, man, we had kids on Thursday, man, we probably had about 8 kids on IVs just to be able to play in the game. So a lot of the kids were really, really sick, weak, physically weak, and just were trying to make it to the game. You know what I mean? So Kiki was sick all week, man. Kiki probably practiced once. Kiki probably had 1 practice, man. You know what I mean? Jordan Carter was sick all week. Solo was sick all week. They were sick, man. Jerry Mathis was getting an IV. The young receiver that'll be stepping up for us. So I think I think this week will be a better week. A lot of the guys are coming out of the virus that they had, and then just being one more week healthier, one more week experience. Kiki being one more week of playing outside as well as inside, getting used to it. He's used to being inside at the slot, so we start putting him outside at the wide position, just to we figure he can hold it down out there. You don't have to play slot. You know what I mean? He's good enough to play why, and he showed it. So I think, like what you said, with Kiki, as long as Kiki is doing what he's doing, I think we'll hold it down until Devin gets back for sure.
What is Dice? He 2027 or 26?
He's 26. Yeah.
What does he have going on recruiting wise? Because every highlight
he has,
on defense is him making a play.
Man, we just had a talk about that, man. He was asking me, we're in recovery, and he was asking me, like, Coach, why am I not being recruited by the big time schools? And I'm just telling him, like, man, perception is a trick, right? You know, you can't be fooled by perception. What's considered big to some may not be big to the others, right? And you're falling under the mental aspect of, you know, the Alabamas, the Georgias, you know, to the kids who don't have anything, the Middle Tennessees, you know what I mean? Those are big to them. So he's just was going through that for a spell. He has about 10 offers right now. He just picked up Georgia Southern last week. And I just told him, man, like the gift and the curse of being on a team like this is you're around Jordan and Aaron and stuff like that. So these kids who have 40, 50 offers, you end up thinking that that's how it's supposed to happen. But your journey is your journey, right? We're all snowflakes, right? We're all individual people that if our journey was their journey, then you wouldn't be who you are. You know what I mean? So I had to send them film last week, man, of guys like London Fletcher and Dexter Coakley and stuff like that. Like, hey, man, these are guys who played freaking D2, D3 basketball, went and played basketball, was fouling so hard, his homeboy said go out for the football team. He plays over 14 years and should be an NFL Hall of Famer. Like, that was his journey, right? And there's some guys who are going to be 5 stars who don't even make it all the way through college. So you just have to accept your journey and what's your story and live it out to the best of your ability, because he does everything right. The one battle he's facing is himself, right? Mentally believing that he's good enough and whatever God gives to him is for him. But he may need to talk to somebody like you, man, to give him more perspective on just accepting his journey and opening up a few more doors for him, for sure.
How tall is he?
Nice 5'11", probably pushing 6. He's 5'11". I say he's 5'11", probably 215 right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
He right there. Then he right there on the borderline. That's where they want him to be.
That's why I tell him. I said, man, this guy's like him solo. I said, man, it's just, and they think that they're not good enough. I'm like, that's not even college, man. It's just the size, man. It's just they don't even care how good you are. It's the body. They feel like they can teach the body, and then they get the body, and the kid is not even good.
Intangible,
you know what I mean? So it's like it's just. I'm like, you Dice is, and it's not your fault, dog. Like, it's just
the clip you need to play for him, Steve. That Cam, remember over 707, Cam Newton had a clip. He was like, I wish he had. You should play that clip for him.
Yeah.
I think that'll put it in perspective.
He had your side. Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Dice, man. He balling.
Dice is great.
I did not know he was that good.
Yeah, Dice is great. Dice is a great player, and he fractured his. He played the whole game against North Gwinnett with a broke thumb.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's hitting like that.
Then wore a cast. He wore a cast against Jonesboro, got a pick, and then against Newton, a team that runs the ball 50 times, plays without the cast because he didn't wrap up well when he played with the cast against Jonesboro. Like, the kid has everything. Like, you know, to play football at that level. I tell kids all the time, even playing varsity football in high school at a certain level, especially Georgia, to be able to play varsity football, then transition, if you want to go to college and play ball, you have to be a little off. Like, you guys are mentally tougher than the average human being. Y'all don't understand that if you can do this, it's a lot of things that you can do that you don't even understand you can apply yourself to, because it's a mental block that you guys have towards getting the job done or getting a job done that other people don't have. And to do that, things like that, they take for granted all the time. Like, kids, you played a whole game. You played 3 weeks with a broken thumb. Like, you know what I mean? You telling me you can't go to a smaller college and still have your pursuit dreams to go through college if you want to chase the NFL. Come on, man. Like Pitt,
Yeah.
they're not aware of where they standing. You know what I mean? They're
Right.
so far they're too busy looking at somebody else instead of accepting who they are and appreciating what they're doing in the space that they're doing it in right then and there. So, but I think he's getting it though. I think he's getting it. Yeah.
Mark?
Just for the most part, I think remarkable players. No doubt. Coming into the season, like Richard and Rakeith, which there was two players that I think they was. I ain't missing anybody, right, Coach Steen? I ain't missing nobody. Okay. But overall, this game versus Langston, I feel like the rivalry, and it's actually a family type of game, with Willie Cannon being in the AD, and Coach White and Willie Cannon was together at Creekside, and so and so and so. So, what is the not schematics or anything, but what is the preparation coming into this week, after a big win versus Newton?
I think it's business as usual, but there is a mental aspect to it because a lot of these kids know each other. And then obviously, like you said, the AD knows our head coach and our OC and stuff like that. So the mental aspect is this isn't the old Langston though, right? There's a lot of new kids in there. So, and this isn't the old DC, right? So the hangover that you used to have is, the culture of when you walk into a building, just like walking into a Buford or a Grayson, there's an intimidation factor that's there that kids that are younger have had before they even stepped on the field, right? So right now we're trying to establish that intimidation factor, right? The new DC dominates schools. The new DC sets the standard. The new DC, we're the one who we're the hammer, not the nail. And I think that's what our coach is trying to drill home with us. As for when we walk out of the locker room every week, it's don't just beat the team, destroy the program, right? So although he loves them, we want heads to roll after that week, and I think our kids I think they're ready to play against when they're the new kid, when they're the big brothers now, right? Jordan and Solo, all those guys, those young guys, they've been starting varsity since freshmen, but playing against those guys since they got here in 10th grade when they played against the Bowls, Donnie as a senior, the big brothers who they was putting the smack down on us. Now we were coming away with the win, but we walked away wounded for sure. So now it's our turn to leave some people walking away wounded. And I don't think that our kids' mentality. It is. I would be lying if I said it's not personal. They want to inflict pain on Langston. They want to do more than just win the game. You know what I mean? So it's going to be some ill intent. It's going to be a hostile environment at Langston High School. But when you see a hit, Julian, and you think to yourself, I think he tried to kill him. It was probably right. You're probably right. It's a lot of get back. We got a lot of get back to get.
Is Marcus
that's the
gonna be playing this game?
Which Marcus?
Adam Carter.
No. I think he said he's looking at I think October.
Okay.
I think he said he's targeting October. Yeah. Yeah. He's over there training now with Coach Lou.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
I
know y'all.
What is? Yeah, I want to ask. So what do you think the game plan needs to be on defense to stop Langston?
Defense. So without let me see. What do I think it needs?
He had Darnell on RKR, ninth grade, and then you got that boy. He was on RKR the very next year. He was a dog at receiver, but you can't just load the box.
No.
Can you?
I mean, I think so. I think I would say, let's say, just taking away from just football, right? Depending on what type of offense they run, their RPO. Usually, when you play against RPO teams, you typically play a little bit more aggressive, I would say, on the back end. And it's hard to say without seeing the game plan. But I'll say this: look, Darnell is a good quarterback, right? You got Fatton, you got Carson, you got Zay, you got Deuce, you got a decent old line. I think they can do pretty much anything. So I think the game plan is just to go out and take away what they do best. I think they're typically still a running team. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got two college running backs. So I think the number one goal is to stop the run. Definitely stop the run and then focus on the pass in situational. Yeah, for sure.
We're going to go to Mark in 1 second, but Coach McCray, the DC, I don't know if you've seen, we had him on earlier. Coach Steen, he said, "Tell Johnny, let's get a game. We'll come to DC first."
Hey man, we've been trying. We've been trying. Hey, McCray, man, we've been trying to get that game for 2 years, man. You already know, dog. Don't even do that. Don't even do that. I ain't saying nobody ducking, but we've been trying to get that game for 2 years, dog.
What happened with the spring game situation? It was supposed to be like y'all, Creekside, Harvard, Columbus, and I think there one more.
Well, I think we were actually supposed to. Well, I'll say this on our side. We actually had Creekside on our schedule all the way up until I think a week before the season, or not, maybe a week before maybe a couple weeks before the season, and then they end up having DeSoto. They get DeSoto game. So we didn't cancel the game, to my understanding. I heard that they said they had a better opportunity, but we've been waiting for that game for the last 2 years, and we didn't get it. But I would definitely tell Coach White, we see, look, and I know why he look. I know why he's saying that now. He didn't want to see. Look, you know what? I'm not gonna go into this. I'm not even gonna go into this.
First thing in the morning.
I'm not even gonna go into it. Because look, I'm gonna tell you like this. High school and college are similar, right? It's not the pros. You get kids come in and get out every year, right? So when you play somebody is strategic at times, right? So we've been trying to get that game for the last 2 years. If anybody know, DC put out an APB for games because we couldn't get games a couple years ago. So that's it. That's how we ended up getting Buford and the Newtons and then the Benz. We had to get those games because we couldn't get games. Right, and the extension was there for the reunion for White and Creekside, and we thought we had it, and then it just disappeared, man. But we want, hey, look, we're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. We know we ain't. Look, we know we ain't DeSoto. We ain't DeSoto. Hey, look, he said he 2-0. Look, it was a lot of people that was 2-0 versus White before somebody got there. But I'm gonna say this: we ain't DeSoto, but we would love to take that game. We would love to take that game. I love to see Mook next year for sure. Yeah, I love to see Mook next year for sure.
Y'all are both nationally ranked right now too, I think.
That'd be a hell of a game, man.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We stuck on 27 right now, so we can't get off the 27 spot. Hopefully, we keep doing what we're supposed to do, and we'll keep going.
Don't feel bad, Coach. They mess with them national rankings all the time. They didn't even have them ranked in Georgia, Creekside. So it's like, what are we doing?
They crazy. Yeah, Creekside definitely one of the top teams, man. I love those kids at Creekside, man. EP and all those boys, man. Caden and it's a great program, man. And a lot of our staff come from over there, from the Berry brothers to Coach White, our QB coach, Coach Corky. So that's a whole family thing that I think would be awesome, just like the Langston thing. That would be a good thing, to do. But they do a great thing with playing the out-of-state teams, adding the DeSotos and the modern days. And then again, when you're a program like that, your goal is for the playoffs, right? So you're not focused on the outer region play. You're focused on getting better as you trend through the region and get ready for the playoffs. So they're doing a great job. But I think Johnny White would definitely take that game for sure.
And he gave us some love. He said DC will beat Carrollton this year.
Yeah, he gonna help us out. I'm pretty sure. Hey, And we want them notes. Hey, break down that Carrollton film like you did that DeSoto, baby. Break down. Give us the blueprint, baby. Dude.
Nah, but
I'm surprised y'all didn't have any out-of-state
We
games.
see y'all play an out-of-country, out-of-state team.
We had a couple. We had an opportunity last year, and I think this year, but the cost of it, man, is we didn't have the budget for it. We were offered to play American Heritage on ESPN in Florida this year, but the time frame that we had to raise the money to get there, I think ESPN covers they cover like a certain part, but then you have to cover the rest. And it has to be a good financial move for the program. You know, it would be good for football, obviously, for people to see that, but you really can't go business-wise into the negative with your football program when you're trying to develop a program and help kids.
Real quick, Coach, I don't want you to explain too much, but obviously you said, so like, let's say like ESPN wants to broadcast your game, right? So you got to pay, like they pay a certain percentage, so you got to pay like for your kids room and board, like, you know, for them to get in and out, like what does that just hypothetically look like?
So the reality of it is those ESPN games don't pay anything. So I think what happens is I'm not sure for all cases, but in my personal experience with our out-of-state game, they were offering to, I think, cover room and board, but we had to pay for transportation to get there and get back. Well, you know, when you're dealing with 100 kids, even if you do buses, that can run you, you know, $60,000 when they want you down for 3 to 4 days, and you have to commute there and commute back. But you know, it was a pretty good deal. If we would have had a little bit more community support, we probably could have pulled it off. I think it would have cost us probably like between 40 to 50,000 to get down and get back, something like that. But yeah, ESPN doesn't do anything, man. I think they give you like $1,000 for the rights to the game. But other than that, that's it. You don't get anything else.
Yeah, that's chunk.
Yeah, and you may, depending on negotiations, you may be able to negotiate like a portion of the gate of the home team where you're traveling to. But all of that's like, you know, negotiation, logistics type of stuff. But yeah, it's not really. You don't really get paid for the game though. It's they do it more of for exposure and opportunity.
Yeah, you're gonna come out with an L almost every time when you're trying to transport 60 to 70 kids plus coaches and trainers and stuff like that. We had to deal with that stuff.
Equipment and even us going to, you know, it costs a lot. Just to go to North Carolina play 707, man, that costs upwards towards $20,000. When you talk about commuting for a couple days, staying, housing, food, so it's just, you really have to be a well-established program, which we're definitely getting close to it, to do more stuff. So that's why we're branching out doing it now. We may be trending, depending on how things work, to take an out-of-state game next year. And then obviously it has to fit into the projections as far as ESPN, right? It has to be a viewable game, right? So they're not just gonna let two Joe Schmoes, you know, play on ESPN. Not only do we have to want it, ESPN has to want it too. You know what I mean? So we've propositioned it. I'm surprised that us and Buford aren't on ESPN this year, but I think they do. They lean more towards the out-of-state games. I think the one game I seen that was an in-state ESPN game was Langston Carrollton. But you're dealing with Air Nolan and Julian Lewis at the time. So unless we get two, you know, juggernauts like that, it probably won't be two in-state teams that play on ESPN. It'll always be out-of-state, so they can pull from two markets. They can pull two different states, right? You want to pull the whole state of Georgia, you want to pull the whole state of California, or the whole state of, you know, Florida, or whoever else it is. So you can't. It doesn't work for them market-wise when you just do Georgia, you know. So.
Gotcha, Coach. And I guess, like, before we let you rock, Coach, just who's some of your top performers, Coach, just from this past week, just that caught your eye? It could be DC, it don't have to be DC.
Overall, man, I was so locked into our game. Let me see who else. Tootie did a great job against a great defense, and especially being a sophomore for Newton. He really impressed me. But outside of the DC game, who all played this past week? I saw the Grayson game, what's the name game. Then you had the What other games were? Yeah, Rome, and you had Carrollton.
Yeah, Locust Grove and Stockbridge.
Yeah,
Locust Grove, Stockbridge. I don't know. I don't know really much. I think I just stick to our game. I think for me the people who impressed was I think Marcus hit the nail on the head with Dice. I like Dice and Kiki, but Kiki really didn't impress me, man. That's what you get. You know what I mean? He doesn't get enough notoriety in the state of Georgia for sure. As far as the type of talent that he is, I stack him up against anybody. But other than that, in our game, I really wouldn't know who to say. Yeah.
Got you. Any other questions I got for Coach, man?
Not really, just for the most part.
I'm gonna say QB Marcus did say that we wouldn't beat Thompson.
He did say that.
Man.
I don't know. You talking about Thompson from Alabama, right?
Yeah, he's talking about
Thompson from Alabama. Yeah,
they're no pushover.
I
know they ain't no pushover.
That's tough.
I know they ain't no pushover. But
you talking about?
You didn't even say it was a push. You didn't even say it was a push. You said we couldn't beat them.
The thing is, we talking about Mark Freeman, more than 6 championships at Thompson, and Douglas County trying to go to a state championship, which the pedigree of y'all team right now, just compared to a Thompson team that can play defense, they can throw the ball, they can run the ball, they can do, their defense is stifling, they can create turnovers. I don't know. I mean, just a theory now.
The boys
it would be good for y'all.
Talented. They got a really good quarterback too. He got a Max Press.
Yeah. No. So I know those. I mean, he's from Colorado. I know he's from Colorado. He's a reclass kid from Colorado who moved to Bama with his uncle. That he was actually the same class as DJ. So Trent, I know Trent. I know that situation very well. Yeah, I know that situation very well. But I would say that they are a very talented team. I think that us to say that we won't beat them, that we can't beat them, I don't know. So I've seen them play Georgia twice, took Grayson to the wire twice, and they lost twice. I just think it's a game of matchups, right? Georgia's different, so it just depends on if the styles, right? Styles make fights is what they say in boxing. I think it just depends on how it works out. But I think I would have loved to get in a situation to play a team like Thompson. I would love to play a team like Thompson because we run a different we run a different front than Grayson does. Grayson is like a 3-4, 3-3-5 type team, and we're a 4-2-5 type team. So 3-3-5 with three safeties. Their support as far as the passes on the back end with safeties, where we're up front with corners, right? So we're running 5 DBs, 2 backers, and 4 D linemen, where they're running three down linemen, and then they're sending their 4th rusher at a different spot. So I don't know. I just like our front. I like our style versus passing team. I like our style versus passing team. So like our first real test as far as what we do will be this week, right? I think Langston is a traditionally running team that likes to pass the ball. With Darnell and then the weapons that they have, I'll see how much they pass. They passed the ball over. They threw the ball over 30 times 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago because they had a bye this week.
Versus Mays.
I just want to see how many times they throw the ball against us. I mean, even when we look at when we played against, I'll pull it up. I'm trying to see how many yards we gave up when we played against Air. Like we've played those passing teams, and I don't know, man. I like us. I just like us. I'd be interested to see how that works out. But
I think
I'm excited to see how it works against Langston, though, for sure.
I think how well Langston does is going to depend on how well Darnell does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because Fat Boy, Carson, we ain't about that's clearly the strength of y'all team. So we ain't just about to let y'all just run all over us like y'all do everybody else. So with that being said, we're gonna make y'all throw the ball. So can y'all get open? Darnell, can you complete passes?
I think forcing
Yeah,
Langston
y'all can play
into
man
a
too.
comfortable
So
situation.
the receivers for Langston gonna have to show like we're real receivers. We're not just running, getting open against zone coverage the whole time like any other high school team. Because if you stack like DC has talent. Shit, DC and Grayson Thompson, shit, they all the same. They got talent at every single position. They loaded. So it's not like you got to sit back in zone. You can go up, stack the box, and you can play man to man, play one man free, one high safety, and send like 5, 6 people. Sometimes you even send 7 people, have them peel with the running back if he go out for a route. So the receivers gonna have to show how good they are, and Darnell gonna have to show his ability to get the ball out his hands really fast.
Yeah,
because you can't just sit back there with Jordan Breeze rushing you. I think he led 6A in sacks last year, or he was second.
Yeah, and the year before that, I think he had 15 sacks. Like, so it's just like I say, passing teams. I mean, I'm not gonna say I welcome it, but since I've been at DC, we played Aaron Nolan, who was committed to Ohio State at the time. He only threw for 200 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The next year, which was last year, we played against C5. C5 threw for 100 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So I don't foresee anybody really throwing for over. Beyond 200 yards is beyond me. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? So I would like to see if they can get over 200 yards passing. But I don't know, man. And I think this is probably the best secondary we've had in the last 3 years. So, you know, I actually welcome a team that wants to throw the ball.
Yeah, I can say with 100% conviction, this is the best secondary y'all have had over the past like 4 or 5 years, probably more than that. Every single player in this secondary is going to college.
Yeah. Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming on, man. We know you're busy, man. It is a school night. Obviously, kids go back to school tomorrow, Coach. So, man, appreciate you coming on, man. We're getting these game picks. Look, we don't want you to get in no trouble or nothing for who you're gonna pick. So, you know, Coach, get the intel. So, you know, we don't want you to get on no
Some good games this week too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I said some good games this week too, for sure.
Right.
It is, but yeah, appreciate it, man. Hey, make sure y'all come, man, so we can get y'all on the next episode, man, for sure.
Hey, we in the building.
I think I'm gonna put one of these on the next episode. yeah, for sure. I got you.
Appreciate you, Coach.
All right, thank y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, man. There goes Coach Steen. So look, y'all, we're gonna talk about top performers real quick for week 3, and then we'll get into some game picks to wrap us up, man. So let's go ahead. I'll start it up as far as my top performance from this past week, man. I'm gonna give some love to Thomas County Central, Jace Johnson, 10 for 12, 185 yards, and 5 tubs, and a big win for them. They're gonna play Thomasville this week, who is 3-0 as well. Shout out to Thomas County Central, another big win over Florida State, dominated them boys. All right, next one, I'm gonna go Ced Kelly of Creekside, 5 touchdowns. I think he had over 200 all-purpose yards. Electric, catching the ball, running the ball, couldn't be stopped. Phenomenal performance for him, man. He gets my second top performer. And then up next, man, I got to give some love to my dog out there at Jefferson, man. You know, he was doing his thing, man, and that's obviously Max Brown, man. In this one, lit it up. He had a 92-yard kick return for a touchdown, and he also rushed for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns in a big win for the Jefferson Dragons. Shout out to him, man. He absolutely balled out. He's a stud, Clemson commit. Hey, playing just like Big Bro, who's that Clemson had a big game on Saturday night, obviously, against the LSU Tigers. All right, rolling. Amari Latimer, got to give him some love and some credit. 212 yards on the ground on 30 carries. He had 2 touchdowns as well. Kid is electric, Wisconsin commit. Very special. Has a big bright future ahead of him, man. And Sandy Creek won't be the same without him. He's been balling out. And last but not least, got to give some love to Stevenson defensive line. Man, them boys is different. Big win against Dutchtown, 40-7. KJ Green had 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and Sergio Mason, my guy, had 5 tackles for loss and a forced fumble. Them boys is vicious. So I want to give them boys some credit. Bacon, I'm going to throw it to you, man. Your top performers from this past week.
Man, I'm staying close to home. My first 2, man, everybody should know his name by now. Woody Shinetti, you know what I mean, was leading, I believe, all of GHSA in running and rushing yards. We all know game 1 versus Stars Mill. He had 252 on the ground, 13 carries, averaging 19.4 yards a carry. That's crazy work. Second, man, I'm going, you know what I'm saying, to a name you not know well, Naj. It's Bryson Davis, man, putting up crazy video game-like numbers. I believe he had like 14 tackles 1 week. I believe through 3 games, he got 46 tackles, 2 TFLs, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a linebacker that's climbing. That's climbing. And, you know, I got to stay close to home once again for my third pick. And I got to go, my boy Caleb Hill, man. If you haven't seen that hit, that truck.
Oh, my God.
Cut my boy's head off. From my helmet, head off, whatever you want to say, man. It's time to start taking real serious consideration into Caleb Hill being one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Georgia. That's what I got. What you got, you?
Shoot. Well, y'all already said Kelly. Y'all already said somebody. Amari and what's the boy name? Caleb. So I got to go with the obvious one. You see it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
he's been balling.
Terry is favorites, baby. Bleed blue. They call him red, but he bleed blue. 5 rushes, 56 yards, average over 11 yards per carry, 1 touchdown. 6 catches, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns. So that's over 200 yards from scrimmage, 3 touchdowns, and on defense, he had an interception. That's my guy. That's my top performer.
There it is. Doing his top performer. We're doing this all layout so y'all boys can clip this and put it on y'all social media, man. So go ahead, Marcus. What you got?
For the most part, I want to shout out to Tristan Lester. Put up a tremendous game versus Alpharetta. I think he did a tremendous job stepping up, you know, for a defensive game. Had 2 sacks and a fumble recovery. So shout out to my guy Tristan, man. Tristan doing a phenomenal job, man. They're trying to seek back Old Milton.
Only one Marcus. Oh, go ahead.
My other pick, shout out to Jaden Duckett. Jaden Duckett, quarterback at Sprayberry, had 3 passing touchdowns in their win versus Kennesaw Mountain. So shout out to Jaden Duckett. He's doing a phenomenal job. Very, very sleeper quarterback that can run, that can throw, can extend plays, and he was just having a day with this receiver, Kobe Lewis and Jordan Emmons.
All right, there you have it, man. Let me go and give y'all a South Georgia update and try to cover the entire state, man. Lowndes got a big win against Central Gwinnett, 37-6. Mason Wood was electric in that game, 157 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns on 20 carries. Lowndes rushed for 276 yards in the big victory for them. The Dogs to beat Doherty, 52-3. Deron Foster, who's a phenomenal 171 yards on 13 carries. Marquise Fennell, he had 120 yards on 14 carries. They both scored 3 touchdowns in that major victory. They'll play against Jesuit, Florida on Friday. Colquitt County, they lost to North Gwinnett 21-7 on TV. Jay Lamar still rushed for 149 yards and 22 carries. Colquitt was just limited to 55 passing yards. That is a little bit concerning, especially for the Colquitt County. Can they throw the ball consistently this upcoming year? That may be them getting to a semifinal or a quarterfinal this year if they can't throw the ball better. But we'll leave it there. We already talked about Thomas County Central. Big win, 51-7 against Florida State. Got to give a shout out to Cooper Creech, 2 for 2 passing, 80 and 48 yards to DJ White. Excuse me. Deuce Lawrence rushed for 188 yards, and Jamarian Patey rushed for 107. Lee County beat Tip County 41-33, a shootout. Jordan Bush, the backup quarterback, rushed for 224 yards and 3 touchdowns in the win. 60 yards, and Trey Bush returned an interception for 60 yards and a touchdown. Last but not least, a surprising score. Houston County beat Perry 12-7. Ryan Maxwell was 17-29 for 184 yards and a touchdown in the victory. Weston R had 8 solo tackles. Just wanted to update everybody on that. Go ahead, Bacon.
Throw me back on the screen. Nah, give me the full wide screen, man. We got a big guy, man. Building off that Miami win, Miami commit. Cortez Reddy had a big game this past Friday. 15 tackles, forced fumble, and a 15-yard return for a pick 6, man. That's getting it done, man. We all know Cortez, big time, man. That's big time. 15 tackles as a safety, force a fumble, and create a turnover through the airway, and take it back 56 yards for the score, man. That's getting it done, man. Might be the best safety in the state of Georgia, man. Talk to your mama, argue with your mama. Hey, man, appreciate you, Coach Domo, for staying active in the IG chat. Much love, brother. But that's all I got, man. Appreciate the widescreen, Nas.
No problem. All right, fellas, let's get into these game picks, man. My boys ready? I know you're going to have something crazy always.
I got Carver.
500.
I love you was thinking about going to that game, Drew, but I was like, is it really worth my time to go to that? Probably not.
Yeah, it is worth your time. You got to come see the show, man. You got to come see why that boy got his 4th star. Come see why he got his 4th star. See it in person.
I know, man. I was trying to go when y'all play somebody good, man.
Ain't nobody good compared. Come on now.
Not him. No, not him. I mean, just Carver in general.
Carver might go 10-0 this year.
Yeah.
Aville Lee, Alatuna, Holy Innocence. Who might well, you know what I'm saying? So,
But Marcus, take away this part. You did it last time. I'm gonna let you just be your little segment, man, because these are your games. So you take away the games you want to hit, buddy.
All right. Yeah, we can bypass.
I got Dominique Ball for Lee County going for 500 rushing yards in the first quarter against Hayville Charter.
They're only playing one half. So.
Yeah, they are only playing one half.
Yeah.
I think Lee County beat them 66-0 last year.
All right. So for Friday games, you know, there's a lot of, you know, up and down when it comes to it, but man, you know, let me go you know, Columbia versus Doug. I want to partake in this game because I feel like both teams got some, you know, some animosity to pretty much, you know, come off, but Columbia, they've been playing 3 hard straight teams coming into the season. Doug just got their first win, a shutout win versus Mays. In this one, but Columbia, I have them winning their region. I have them beating Callaway upcoming. They got a lot of good talent. Rashad Silver, Country over there as well. They got some really good talent. Coach Burnett doing a good job. So they're gonna blow out Doug. They're gonna blow out Doug. I don't even think Doug's probably gonna score this week. Doug coming out, you know, from a huge win, of course, but I got to go Columbia in this one. 35-0.
Wow. Damn.
I mean, you play Carrollton, Cartersville, you play those teams, man.
Yeah.
And you kind of move the ball. I mean, they only scored one time versus Carrollton. So, and you know, speaking of these other teams that played Carrollton that can't score, so I think Columbia, they got a boatload of teams. They still got to play Douglas County too. So, yeah, they're gonna lay the wood.
They need to.
Yeah, Columbia coming off getting their head beat in. Douglas, they just got their first win over their middle school program that y'all call Mays. Mays riding the short bus right now. But I got Doug coming out, man. 27-19 over Columbia. They're some West Side babies, man. They trench babies. They're not going for that.
Woo, hey, Doug got some killers, man. Shout out to my boy Caleb Robinson, man. Shout out to Trey Allen, man. We need to see the offensive production pick up. See Robbie some more PT. But you know what I'm saying? I agree. You know what I'm saying? Does from the West Side, man. They get a little raw over there. But man, it's tough not to pick Columbia here. I mean, it's the more I think, you know what I'm saying? They got some talent over there. I'm still high on them, even though I picked them against the Hurricanes in Cartersville. They got their head beat in, but I seen what they got over there. I think they're gonna be done. Keep it a stack.
That's Cartersville, bro. That's a tough team.
Yeah.
I'm going Columbia, man. Let's give them some love and some credit, man. They got dogs all over the field, man. Doug will make it a game, but they pull away second half. I'm gonna go 35-21 victory for Columbia. I got them beating Doug. Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Y'all going to get this gentrified.
Doug don't have a quarterback.
It's not gentrified. Come on now.
Facts.
Doug don't have a quarterback. They can't score. Yeah, they scored 35 points, but they played a JV team.
They about to play another one.
Columbia is not
Mays. Not JV. You tripping? Put some respect.
Hey man, when I go to the West Side, I see the West Side. When I go to the East Side, I see all that gentrification shit.
West Side ride,
man. Columbia is gentrified, buddy. Go visit their school, man. Put some respect on Barnett, man.
Last time I went over there by Columbia, that gas station ran out of gas. I'm going with Dub.
Sorry, bro. You're so stupid, bro.
I'm going with Dub, man.
Oh my
Stupid,
god. I
Fresh
can't
baby's
wait.
on top.
All right, bro. Did y'all want to hit Cass No Cobb or y'all want to move to the next page?
Cass all the way.
Cass?
Yo, I'm space.
Yo,
I mean,
looking that good, Cognac.
we really sitting here. I mean,
Come on,
no
bro.
disrespect to East Coweta, but the matchups is a little. Y'all have to realize, even though North Cobb won last year, I don't think North Cobb is back. I really don't. I really don't. I could be wrong. I feel like Braden McWorthy is going to get it done. I feel like Cass I think they really get it done versus North Gwinnett. Another QB Marcus sleeper team. So, anybody want to partake in this?
I mean,
he
won against LaGrange.
Back up your tree, brother.
LaGrange.
Quarterback hurt.
Yeah, come on, bro. No, bro. They're not beating on North Cobb on the road at North Cobb. Yeah, bro. No, bro.
I got North Cobb winning, man.
North Cobb? Yeah. Okay.
I got North Cobb by 21, man. Come on, man.
I was about to say 20. I was about to say 28-7.
Yeah, I'm going.
I don't think North Cobb can blow them out.
Yeah, you just talk.
I don't either.
35-14 North Cobb. My score. Put some respect on North Cobb and Coach Shane Queen, man. Come on, bro.
Oh no. Shane Quinn is a phenomenal coach. It's just I just don't think they're back yet. Listen, they're going to win their region. No doubt, they're going to win their region. It's just very sloppy right now. Huge win of course versus East Cobb, but not East Cobb. Sorry, that's not even a school, Marcus. When they play East Coweta. Sorry, East Coweta.
Okay, so he going with Cass. What y'all got? Jew and Bacon.
Man.
Yeah, come on, bro.
They be a good secondary at East Coweta. I said last week, it's going to take that game for Teddy to, put some points on the board, get comfortable. He did this past week to my Indians dismay, and we could see it continue to go on from here.
Drew,
I got North Cobb winning 28-7.
Gotcha. Smooth. All right, let's keep it rolling, man. Those are our predictions. Let's rocking and rolling. All right, go ahead, Marcus.
All right, so in this one,
do some TCC,
some decent games coming into this one. I want to partake in Hillgrove versus Marietta. Man, Hillgrove coming off of a bye week. They played McIntosh coming off a bye week. Marietta is 0-3, but they could have beat McEachern. Quarterback Whiteside threw an interception. Casey Barner actually ended the game for McEachern to win. But Hillgrove, don't sleep on Hillgrove, man. They're in the same region as McEachern. Donovan Mack, of course, is the quarterback. Is the quarterback for Hillgrove. They got a lot of Hillgrove gets it done. Their defense, a lot of people. This was a top 5 defense last year for Hillgrove, and still partaking this season that they are still getting it done. Chris Miller, my guy, Chris Carbon. Yeah, Chris Carbon, Georgia Tech commit. They got picked up another corner, Jaden James. For the most part, this Hillgrove team is nothing to sleep on. But Marietta, Cameron Duke is the new coach. They're 0-3. Coming into this season,
they played McEachern.
It's just very hard. Say it again.
16-13 victory from McEachern. They played McEachern this past week. 16-13 victory from McEachern. They led 13-9. So
yeah, they had a lead on them, and McEachern just I just can't sit here and say Marietta's going to sit here and just beat Hillgrove. I'm going Hillgrove all the way. I'm going Hillgrove 28-14.
That's respectable.
Yep. Me too. Hillgrove 28-14. Marietta gonna be 0-4. Coach might be in the hot seat after this game.
First year coming from Florida.
Bacon.
Yeah, man. Hillgrove is they're more of a complete team. You know what I'm saying? Marietta not getting it done through the air. You got to be a complete team to beat Hillgrove. So I agree with y'all's sentiment. I will say, well, 28. You know what I'm saying? I'll say 24-7. 24-7. Hillgrove.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Hillgrove. I'm gonna go 31-7. Got Hillgrove dominating defense. Flex their muscle, create some turnovers. Obviously, miss the defense. They keep it rolling. All right, quick comment. So y'all Moody fans, we always got respect for Moody, man. Great program, Jake Gannis, obviously great players, Josiah Dozier, obviously Barack Willis, man. Love y'all program, man. So always love highlighting y'all boys for sure.
You talking about the Moody that got beat down by Gainesville?
Don't start, bro.
That's who we talking about.
Yeah, you
like 49-0.
All right.
Why would we be a fan of a team that got beat 49-0?
Here you go, bro.
I didn't Gainesville can't even win. They can't win it.
Got put out the first round of the playoffs.
They can't win it on stage.
They just beat these boys 49-0. Why would we be fans of them? Do you see their name up here? You will never see their name up here. When they were supposed to play last week, Marcus left their name off for a reason. We ain't nobody on here no damn. Go to that game.
You trying to get us in trouble, bro? We have a good relationship. A good, outstanding relationship with Moody, bro.
You can have a great relationship with a big girl. Don't mean you need to have it.
Shout out Coach Gaines. Whole 411 down there.
Shout out down south too, man. Oh my God.
They great tailgate.
Yes, bro. We appreciate the hospitality last year when y'all played against Gainesville. Go ahead, Marcus.
Going to Thompson next year.
All right, it's two games in particular. It's two games particular on this board, but the one that kind of stand out the most to me is Tucker versus Lithonia. You're talking about two teams that's very eager to play each other since summer. For the most part, the quarterback matchup is dynamic. The skills are dynamic. You're talking about Jamon Coggins versus Jace Garman. Two defenses can fly the ball. You're talking about DJ McClendon at Tucker. This game is going to be ruthless in aggression. Lithonia, a lot of people have been sleeping on this team. If you look at their trenches, they probably got about 7 guys that's probably like 6'3", 270. It's the trenches will play a part in this game. And I look at who's the biggest and who's the more physical team. I got to go with Lithonia in this one. And a lot of people say, oh, why are you sleeping on Tucker? Tucker, they played Valdosta in the first game. They played Chambly. Really, both teams haven't played no good teams, really, to come into the game, but I got to go with Lithonia. Lithonia offense is very explosive when it comes to extensive plays coming into Tucker, Jace Garman. They got a lot of good receivers over there. Can get the it's going to be a blowout. It's not going to be a blowout. Sorry, guys. It's going to be a high motor game. I got Lithonia in this game. I got to go with Lithonia 35-30.
I like Lithonia. Not too well versed on Tucker, but this one looking at the stats, man, I might say Lithonia 24-7. G.
Wow,
that's what I think, man. Shout out to these side. What you got, Ju?
Shoot. Lithonia 21-20. Somebody gonna miss an extra point.
I'm gonna go Lithonia, man. I'm gonna go 35-14. 35-14 for Lithonia. All right, Marcus, what's the next one?
So East Coweta versus Lovejoy in this one. Man, East Coweta got a hard schedule this year. But they're preparing. I mean, they still gonna make the playoffs, of course. It's only 6 teams in the region, so they'll be just fine. You're talking about a Lovejoy team, just they got a huge win Saturday versus Money's Mills in the Big Cat Classic, which Lovejoy, they are forming into a sleeper team, a team that can be talked about. Ryan at quarterback for Lovejoy. He's making sure everything is right. Caleb Carson, Tim Sims, man, this team is actually forming into something to be great. East Coweta coming off a huge loss, really. I expected them to, come in and really get the job done. But I have to go Lovejoy in this one. I really do. I just feel like Lovejoy, their defense has been really they're coming along. They're coming along. You talk about the team came along last year. This year they got a new pedigree. I got Lovejoy. It's probably going to be, how can I say, it's going to be neck to neck. Then it's going to pull away. I got to go Lovejoy 23 to maybe 17-ish.
I mean, if it's gonna, well, that's I thought I expected you to say a little close, like a couple 2 to 3 points, 4 points, but if it's gonna be a close game, I'm gonna have to lead the EC, man. I've seen Chance Gilbert play, man. He's a big thing waiting to happen. I'm sure by now the team's gonna have a game plan for that. So he contribute defense, offense, special team. Haven't heard any updates on Walter Maestro if he be playing this week, or they're dealing with a backup quarterback and young man Shock. But I know Coach Small, man, is gonna have these guys ready. Go on the floor will be abysmal. You know what I mean? I know they got cameras coming in next week, so the schedules are gonna keep compounding. So I'm gonna say East Coweta gets back on track this week against Lovejoy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take the Indians. I'm gonna say 28. So 28, 28, 20. No, so let me do this. 20, 27. Indians pull ahead, touchdown at the end.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
QB Marcus.
What's
Tell
up?
them how I feel about Clayton County football.
It is terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. I got East Coweta 35-6. Lovejoy, don't show up to the game, please.
Don't show up to the game is crazy. 35.
I like
Yeah, you gonna get clipped, boy.
I got Lovejoy, so
I mean, it's a tough match.
Clayco football is the worst brand of football I've ever seen in my life outside of Utopian Academy.
I thought it was APS,
Wait,
man.
Utopian Academy is in Clayco. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dad.
It's interesting. I feel like Lovejoy got the linebackers to match. It's just the offensive line with the Herd twins. Like, do they have enough meat on the bones on the defensive line? That concerns me just a little bit.
Yeah,
Lovejoy could be physical. It's just like, do they have enough on the defensive line? They got the linebackers to fly side on the sideline. And in the secondary, whether Caleb Carson or Tim Sims, will they be ready for that slot position when it comes down to a Chance Gilbert? Because they're going to use him in the versatile ways, and they got to be able to tackle in open space. But those are some of the keys to the game for me. I'm going to go with Lovejoy with the upset. Close game. I think they get a late touchdown. I got a 24-20 victory for Lovejoy. They get a late touchdown, move the ball down the field. They got some really good backs. But a close game throughout. Lovejoy just make one more play at the end.
All right.
Who is Lovejoy's quarterback?
Good question.
Ryan. His name Ryan Henson.
Did he play last year?
Yeah. They actually picked up Spalding quarterback too, class of 2027, Deshaun Gilbert. So
do they rotate at all?
Nope.
Okay. Then. What was Lovejoy record last year?
I want to say they went 4. They was the last seed. They was the last seed in the playoffs.
You see the point? Do you see the point I'm trying to prove?
5 and 6. They went 4-3 in their region.
Do you see the point I'm trying to prove?
But looking at the dynamics,
35
no. The dynamics change in their region.
No. They played Clayton County teams and they was last. EC 35-6. After y'all get done beating them, make sure you put the lid over the trash can. Thank you.
It's not the same Lovejoy team, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all naming all these defensive players, they not gonna score.
They got players to score though. They got Caleb Carson. Come
They
on,
got
bro. They
players
got
to
10
score on
Sims. They got
Clayco
players.
teams. They got players to score on the Clayco teams. This is not Utopian Academy.
Hey, I think you sleep. I think you're disrespecting Lovejoy a little bit, bro. Lovejoy
I
is better than
disrespect
you
the
think.
whole Clayton County on a daily basis.
All right, well, we'll find out. Drew, all I'm gonna say, if they go in there and they upset and they beat East Coweta, get your apology letter ready, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can bet that. And if EC wins, everybody on this podcast on me Juicy Crab.
Oh,
Huh?
we on the same team, brother. We on the same side.
Stand on business.
No, I didn't even hear what you said.
He said we owe him Juicy Crab if EC wins.
Well, hey, I'm right there with you.
Man.
Like, look.
Individually.
Couple clusters, you know what I mean? I like the little, you know what I'm saying? Little, just pause, little cone on the side.
Y'all hell, bro. Y'all
Keep it
hell.
stacked.
Y'all hell, bro.
All right. So in this slate, it was okay. I got to go with Parkview and Collins Hill. In this one, I think this is a moderate type of game. Man, talking about two teams coming off. Well, Collins Hill destroyed City Grove, but Parkview was one of my underdogs to win. I mean, one of my underdogs. I didn't expect them to beat West Forsyth. They scored 59 points versus West Forsyth, and West Forsyth was undefeated. So talking about Collins Hill coming off of a huge win. Man, this is gonna be a game. But I gotta go Collins Hills in this one. They're gonna put up a lot of points, 40-20.
40-20. That's tough. That's a lot of points. Parkview, they got to.
Collins Hills can put up some points now.
What'd you say, brother?
Collins Hills, listen, they played Grayson. They played Woodward. Can't judge this team based off both of those high caliber games. Even though when they play teams like, of course, Parkview, they're not the same Parkview. Can't sit here and say they're not. Collins Hills, they got some players. They got some real good players. Probably 40 to 30 range when it comes to points. But Parkview, they don't have a chance. They put up a couple points. They got Greg Hart at quarterback, which he's in my area. He's top 5 in passing yards. So Parkview can score. Collins Hills, man, the D line, Contrary Webb, Duzero, they'll take care of the rest. But Makai Cross, Maddox, man, Collins Hills, they're gonna put up a lot of points, man.
I mean, I know they're not the same type of Parkview. I know, but them boys got a good secondary. You know what I'm saying? Young man Caldwell. You know what I'm saying? I believe they got a couple other guys. I believe they got a solid running back. But I mean, I'm gonna take Collins Hill. But I'm gonna say let's do 32-14. I know it's close to 40, but I feel more comfortable saying 32-40.
I'll make my 31-17. Go ahead, Ju.
Yeah, Marcus was naming off Collins Hill's roster the week that they played Grayson. We saw how that shit turned out. I'm going to go with Parkview 35-21.
Daring to be different on this pod tonight, huh? I'm going to go 31-17.
Collins Hill scoring no points. Like, you play Cedar Grove, but playing Cedar Grove is just like playing a 7-man football team. It's literally the same thing.
He didn't give him 8, he gave him 7.
Oh my goodness.
Like when you go on Max Preps and you look at 7-man football team, Cedar Grove is the second ranked 7-man football team in the state of Georgia.
I can't, bro. I can't. All right, all of us rolling with Collins Hill except Ju. I'm throwing 31-17. All right, what you got, Marcus?
Say it again, no, sorry.
Nah, you're good. Nah, I said, what you got next?
All right, long list of teams on this one. And a lot of one-sided games when it comes to it. It's tough. Let me go into the North Paulding and South Paulding game. When it comes to it, North Paulding, a huge loss, close loss, to Harrison, of course. Which North Paulding, man, this team this team was good last year. I think they went 91 last year. Coming into it, but South Paulding, I'm not sleeping. Like, I have been sleeping on South Paulding so much. I didn't they coming off a bye week. I didn't expect them to beat Alatoona, man, and for them to, look decent versus Kel. I feel like this is going to be a great game when it comes to it. Man, this just going to. I got to go with North Paulding. This one again. It's going to be a close game. I got to go with North Paulding 23 to 19. South Paulding, man, Kane Winnington, man, Ethan Moore, Zay, man, South Paulding have some players now. They have some players, but I'm riding, with North Paulding. Physical team, defense is, Markel Taylor on defense. They can get the job done. I got to go with North Paulding in a close one.
Markel Taylor is the boy who committed to Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did he flip to Miami yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go with his team. I don't even pay attention to Paul. I'm just gonna go with them because I know they got talent. I seen them in person.
Go ahead, baby. You're muted.
Rolling with North Paulding here, man. That is a better team, better defense, more athletes. North Paulding. By at least.
Yep, I'm going North Paulding too. 27-20, big victory for them on the road against South. South Paulding does have a lot of talent. Kay Whittington, pretty good head coach. Good running backs, man. They're physical. Joakim Gouda, who's blown up in recruiting. You got the Florida commit, Tyler Chiyukum as well, but I think North Paulding's defense is going to be a little too much, so I'm going North Paulding.
Wait, hold on. South Paulding is like maroon. They like the Trojans.
Mm-hmm.
Similar, I think.
Mm-hmm. I seen them get beat in person by Kel. I seen them get beat down. Yeah, I'm definitely going North Paulding. Jesus Christ. It's going to be another down year for South Paulding and Create with Dre. He got his work cut out for him to make them highlights.
All right, go ahead, Marcus.
All right. This one, the Roswell and Buford game, coming into this one, which Buford, the running game. But listen, Roswell, please, don't sleep on Roswell. I'm not saying it's going to be an upset. Trey Smith, phenomenal quarterback.
Did you hear about that game last week? They came back, or they almost blew a lead to Walton 24-7, and then they ended up coming back for a late game field goal.
Wow, and Walton, they got some quarterback, problems in, which, they don't have their leader interception guy, MJ Burnett, but, appreciate it for that tip, Naj, but this may probably potentially be a ball. This is going to be a physical game, man. If Roswell struggle versus Walton, man, this might just be a Ty Boogie game. He might probably rush for 250 coming into this game. Raiola don't have to do that much. Buford defense is phenomenal. Just Buford all the way.
35-7 Buford.
Yeah, I think it'll be the same, man. I think Buford handles business. I'm going to give him a spot on another touchdown. I'm going to go 42-21 Buford.
Damn, you think Roswell offense that good?
I like the quarterback going to Furman. I mean, he can play. I think he'll be able to score some points. It might be late in the game, but I think they'll be able to score.
Quarterback is Trey Smith.
Yeah, he can play.
It's a big boy, right?
No, I would say he's big.
I'm thinking about somebody else. I'm going to go with Buford, 48-14. As long as they don't get beside themselves and act out their character and try to throw the ball, keep handing that thing off. I need to see 7 passing attempts over the whole game. 48-14.
I can't. Hey, Mark, let's hit that last one. That Stockbridge Eagles Landing. That's gonna be a good one. Eagles Landing's undefeated.
Yeah, Eagles Landing is undefeated. Yeah, they are. I mean, they got the best record in the county, which I have never seen that. I have never seen that in the last 5 years I covered Henry County. But
who have they been playing?
They played Northside Warner Robins their first game.
Northside Warner Robins. They barely beat McDonough and they beat Woodland. So I have to go with Stockbridge in this one. I want Stockbridge to actually blow somebody out. These close games are just, they're looking pretty suspect, but they're winning. Hey, they're winning, but Eagles Landing, man, this is going to be their first loss. They haven't played anybody. Everybody say, oh, you sleeping on Eagles Landing, but Stockbridge is going to take care of business. The defense.
Sorry, Mark.
I feel like no, you good. I feel like the defense for Stockbridge. They didn't let Locust Grove score a lot of points, even though Amar Parker did fumble. In the red zone. I have to go Stockbridge, man. I really want Stockbridge to put up some points, man, this week. So let me go Stockbridge 30. Let me go Stockbridge 30-7.
Well, I mean, they did blow out Dutchtown. They beat them on 59-14. That's a big win for them. But yeah, I'm gonna roll with. I know what Coach Bam was building down there in Stockbridge. Lead on the outside. Freeman, Gavin. I want to see Gavin. Kind of had that next big game. So I'm gonna roll with Stockbridge. Let's say 40-14. 40-14.
I just hope they blow. I just really hope they. This is the type of game they can actually blow them out. Like they can actually blow out Eagles Landing. But I just haven't seen it. Look at the Hampton game, and Hampton didn't even score versus Jones County. So it's about matchups. But I feel like this is the game they get back. They blow this team out. Forget about what happened versus Hampton and Locust Grove. I think this is going to be the game where Stockbridge really just come back and take league of Henry County.
Yeah, I just want to see Stockbridge dominate the game. I'm with you, Marcus. Like they're so talented, really good coaching, Coach Bama. They got Mason Freeman, they got Gavin Kitchen, they got Joshua Scott. Defensively, they're loaded. Zaire Patrick, like they got so much talent. Let's see them dominate the game. Now, it's not to say they will, but I want to see them lead wire to wire. No close game, being able to physically impose they will. And I want to see that too. So I'm gonna go Stockbridge. I'm gonna go 35-21. I just want to see them be able to win and dominate, see that offense really come alive.
I got Stockbridge 35-7.
Oh man, this is I
think we're towards the end.
Yeah. All these games are terrible, but let me go North Carlson and Walton. PJ Wolf, North Carlson quarterback. He's actually putting his name out here. Talking about a kid that bounced around. He's actually putting his name out here, really. Walton, they can't maintain the lead, obviously, coming into it. But North Cross guys, they undefeated. They can potentially. I know they haven't gone into region play yet, but North Cross got the heavy hand. I got to go with North Cross to win this one. I feel like this is going to be a neck-to-neck game when it comes to it. But give me North Cross 27-21.
Bacon.
Yeah, I'm rolling North Cross here. I like Walton a little bit, but North Cross has just been they're the better team this year, so we're gonna say North Cross 28-7.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my alma mater.
I'm gonna go with my alma mater.
Reg you. I'm gonna let you go first.
I got North Cross 21-14.
I like that one.
Okay. I'm gonna go with my alma mater, No Cross. I think they come out on top. PJ Wolf, to your point, Marcus has been balling. Had a really big game a few weeks ago. On one of the posts I made, over 280 plus yards passing, 4 tubs. I think he continues to roll, man. I think the playmakers gonna continue to ball, and the defense gonna continue to roll. Always been a hard hitting defense, so I'm gonna go with the Blue Devils as well.
I didn't know you went to North Cross.
Yes, sir. I did, man. 4 years. Yep, I was there when they had Kamara, all them studs.
I don't shout out my alma mater. So they're terrible. They lost to South Cobb. I could have coached the team and beat South Cobb.
You know, Nas used to train Alvin Kamara. That's how he got so good.
I can't, man.
Yeah, that's it. Unless y'all want to talk about Westlake and Darrell.
I got Darrell on that one, buddy.
Nah, Darrell's not. Come on now.
That's not being
Yeah, you think Westlake that bad? They gonna lose to Darrell? I mean, they gonna win.
Westlake not losing to Darrell.
Naj, what game you going to, man?
I'm thinking about Stockbridge versus Eagles Landing. I might hit that one. I mean, where I'm at. I might hit that one. I've been to that one a lot of times. I just want to see something different, man. It's like I always hit the same schools. So just want to hit some different schools, man.
I feel that.
Bacon.
I'm gonna be at Langston versus Doug, man. Go see. This will be my first time seeing said DK Darnell in person since I'm being at Langston. So I'm gonna go see that one. I'm excited to see what's gonna go down, man. I think I've been at every Langston versus Doug since they got their head beat in that first time when Doug lost. So I'm saying keep the trilogy going, man. Doug's good on YouTube, so hey.
Pretty cool, man. So yep. So just a shout out, just a stat shout out. I know we talk about it a lot, but Carver only allowed 1 touchdown in the last 3 weeks. So on defense, so shout out to them being a stifling defense because man, that is a tall task to pretty much handle. Only allowing 1 touchdown. So shout out to them. And
Terry Favors has over 200 yards in every game.
Pretty good.
Bleed blue.
I'm dead. But what y'all think gonna do for Friday, man?
What you say, Notch?
I said, what y'all two gonna do for Friday?
I think Julian's going to the Carver game. I think Julian's going to the Carver game. Yeah, he's going to the Carver game versus Mondays Mills, which I don't want to go to that massacre. I'm not going to sit there and just there's no point. They're going to blow them out. Mondays Mills is, I think, the 4th worst team that I cover. So, that's not going to be nice. If Carver scored 30 points versus Decatur, and that won't be good. That won't be a good game to go to. So, but I'm gonna chill and get my scores and update everybody on that one.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Shout out to my Tigers, LSU, man. Shout out to my Tigers, LSU, man.
Not big win.
Yeah, shout out to the Mondays Mill Tigers too. Gonna make this Phenom red sponsored by Phenom, and they gonna be at the game for Mondays Mill. So shout out to Mondays Mill for making them look good. 350-yard game, 6 touchdowns first half.
He's such a troll, bro.
So and shout out to McDonough, their first year coach, Earth Wind Moreland. his first career win at McDonough. They won 6 seconds field goal, 6 seconds field goal versus Ewing Girls. So shout out to you, Coach Moreland. He used to play for the Patriots. Shout out to you, Coach. They broke a streak. How many? 14-game losing streak. 14-game losing streak at McDonough. So shout out to my guy Cherry. Shout out to everybody at McDonough, man, for getting a huge win.
Is that KJ? What up, KJ? Hey, bro, I shouted you out too, bro. Top performer, man. Shout out to you, man. Big time performance, man. I think you had like 4 sacks, 3 tackles for loss. Keep balling, KJ.
KJ Green.
Yes, sir. That's my guy.
Yeah, man. That Stevenson, they'll go undefeated. They'll go 10-0. They'll go 10-0. I think once they get to the playoffs, they gotta kind of switch things up. But man, Stevenson in the last 2 years, they passed the 3rd round. So don't sleep on this Stevenson team. The D line, man, is just full of. I mean, and they just I call them the midway monsters, man. They just it's scary. It's scary to go against them, man. And they talk trash. Like they got a brotherhood where they just talk trash to each other. Like I think they just compete for sacks at this point. Like it's just I don't know, man. When they just tackle the quarterback, it's just like they just slinging somebody. So shout out to Coach Rock, man. Big Mob. Shout out to Coach Rock, man. The D-line coach at Stevenson, man. And shout out to Coach Marcus Jelks. Got my first name but not last name. So shout out to Coach Jelks over there, man, at Stevenson, man. They're doing a phenomenal job at Stevenson.
100%. Well, fellas, I think it's time to wrap up the show. Anybody have any closing thoughts? We let y'all boys roll out of here on Monday night, man.
Looking forward to that juicy crab next week.
That's in that saw, folks.
Never side with Clayco, man. Y'all gonna learn y'all lesson the hard way.
Yeah, shout out, man. Last shout out, but tremendous show tonight, man. Coach McCurry, one of the top defensive coordinators in the state of Georgia, man. He's great at what he does, man. Shout out, Coach Steen for joining, man. Great show, everybody, man. This was really good, man. Shout out to y'all too. Shout out to y'all too up there, man. So
appreciate you, QB Mar. Any closing words, Bacon?
Yes, sir. It's always a closing remarks, man, because I don't know if you got around to it, but ladies and gentlemen, we're sponsored by our sponsor, Empower for Life. So if you want to get exposure, you know where to go. You an athlete that needs some help in recruiting, who wants to get out there, get some exposure, and be tapped in and aligned with college coaches from NU all the way to the D1 level, we'll look no further, man. Tap into Empower for Life where you could become a part of the family and get empowered, poured into mentally, physically, and spiritually on and off the court. Hit that link below and tap in and get some exposure and be empowered for life. Yes, sir, man. That is our sponsor of the show, Empower for Life, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that link will pop up somewhere around here to my bottom left. You know what I mean? But that's all we got, folks, man. Appreciate Empower for Life for supporting the motion, man. And anybody else that wants to sponsor the pod, man, don't hesitate to reach out to us in the DMs, Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram or YouTube, man. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for everybody tapping in. We appreciate our viewers. Much love to everybody. And I'm going to throw it a nod to sign us out.
As y'all know, this has been another episode of the Sizzling News Podcast. Hope y'all enjoy. As y'all can see, man, look, it's the place you be authentically yourself. We had on Coach McCurry, man. He gave us some great insight, man. Potential big matchups next year, man. Gonna be a phenomenal school at Creekside, man. We're gonna be excited for the spring and the summer. We get to go see these schools even more. So that'll be a lot of fun. Shout out to QB Marcus, man, coming on the show, giving us his intel. Same with DB Troll Jew. I think that's a great name for him. Always trolling the programs and the kids, man. We appreciate him coming on. SB Pra, who was able to join us for a little bit. Coach Steen with the intel and insight into the Douglas County program, and so many more, man. We'll see you guys again next Monday for our football podcast. We'll be back Thursday for our basketball podcast, man. So tune in for that at 8 p.m. on Thursday night. Till then, enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend of it that's left, and we'll see y'all soon, man. Peace.